That's where we're going next, guys.
To the
We're good.
All right.
Yeah, we're fully back up.
So,
YouTube is
how long
back.
ago was that?
So-
They hired you.
Welcome. Sorry for the rocky start today. We'll have some fun.
Dory the door.
What were you saying?
How
Dory
long
the
ago did they
door.
hire you?
You know, I don't know time.
Do you not have
he's
a watch?
a door, not a clock.
Yeah.
Even though he does have a face.
Duh. Who is this guy? Come on.
All right. And what did they pay you?
If I wanted intelligent,
Why have you stayed the guard for all this time?
well, you know, it's my job. You know, I found myself a good set of hinges. It's a nice neighborhood. You know,
What if
there's good schools.
What if I tell you I could make you
I don't
the
think
door
you know.
of a lord?
A door lord.
Yes.
Ah.
I can't afford being a door lord.
Imagine all the things.
Imagine
the-
all the hinges I could control.
Gold hinges.
You could
Gold hinges, you say?
Gold hinges.
And how would I become this door lord?
I have a
Well,
lord
some
that
doors
owes me
open
a
and
favor.
Right, a door knocker.
Whatever door.
Bargaining and not kicking.
I think so.
Whatever door.
Yeah, I'm surprised. The first
you
door
want
that talks
in
is the
his-
one he doesn't kick.
in your ass.
Who knows it's a person?
Malik's not
Whatever
known
door
for being
you
nice
want
to
in
things
his
that are like
mansion, it's
living.
yours.
You should
Bedroom,
roll
bathroom,
intimidation.
kitchen,
Be like, do you know
grand
how many
entryway?
doors I've kicked?
I would personally like to
Open.
find the door of my life on my own.
Well, your options are let me help you. I'm gonna kick my way through you.
Yeah, I
That
would
is
no,
very rude,
don't
good
do
sir.
that.
It is very rude, but I need to get out of here.
If I wanted this type of treatment, I'd work at a Motel 6.
How do you know you're not at a Motel 6?
Bam!
Hit him with the real
That's
how we
questions.
got here. This
Whoa.
is actually like the basement level.
This is room 34.
B. Not even A.
At least I'm not the broom closet, right?
Wow.
No, the broom
Philip's in a
closet
terrible
on-
position.
No,
Stop finding
The broom
Sorry.
closet is bigger than this room.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's also on the main floor.
That's hurtful. That's hurtful. If you don't have anything nice to say, I'm gonna leave.
Well, you do have lovely hinges.
Oh. What'd you say?
You have lovely hinges.
Oh.
Do you
If a
notice
door
that
can
they're
blush,
covered in
the
wine?
door is blushing.
And your knob.
Yeah, the door gets a quick rust on the cheeks.
And look at that knob. Right, Robin? Isn't the knob spectacular?
I wouldn't know as much about knobs as you seem to do.
Oh. Oh.
And the finish. The finish it has on the wood.
This is an unusual tack for Malik.
Yeah.
Yeah. it's- What happened
Malik's
to him?
just got a thing for talking doors.
This door
Surprised
has
he
looked.
hasn't peed on it.
This is the longest living door for Malik.
Yeah.
By a long shot.
Well, it seems magic. I'm afraid of magic. I'm not gonna.
That's
Why are you
true.
even
You are
talking
afraid of
to it?
magic.
I'm trying to get my way through it without touching it.
So back to the rest of you. What are you
He
three
opened the
doing?
door.
Yeah.
Oh.
I kind of like open the door, but it's very much so like what's out there? Not a
So-
door kicker.
You open the door, and you see the wall. Like you slowly creep open the walls, the door, and the first thing you see is a head of a fearsome beast. And you throw open the door, and you see it, and you do and you slam the door.
Yeah.
And then
Is it the
you slowly creep.
Jeffrey!
You slowly creep open the door once more, and you see the same beast, and you start to shy away, and you notice it's not moving. And you push open the door a little bit farther, and you see the walls of this room are lined with the heads
Cool.
of different beasts.
Okay, Jeffrey.
The walls are covered with them. There's one at about every 3 feet
Whoa.
from the ground. You see beasts of every kind. You even see one of the gougers that you had fought previously in the tunnels.
What does a gouger look like?
That was the weird snake-like thing with the 3 claws
The one that
and
tore
the teeth.
Gromit up.
Oh,
That,
yes.
And the stone-covered, the camouflage skin that you use for the jumping spell.
Yes.
What's at the end of the room?
Oh,
That's what you see on all the walls.
Okay.
What are you guys doing?
Is there anything in the middle or?
So you start going to the middle of the room.
yeah.
What are you doing?
I'm checking this room out. This is cool.
We'll follow after.
Okay, you're following after. Okay. Roll observation checks. We'll throw this up to a poll.
Okay.
Some of these creatures on the wall
80 percentile.
Yeah, D100.
are not dead.
Oh,
Do they surprise the party or not?
God damn it.
I had 58 out of 20.
No. Do you need dice?
Yes.
So with Hackmaster,
You wanna
roll
go-
percentile dice.
He plays in the Sunday group.
Oh, nice. Thought you rolled a d20 for some reason.
He's one of those
I
other
picked it up and
fellows.
then went, oh, right.
Oh yeah.
People who are not in this combat, so you two may vote in this poll.
Oh!
I'm waiting for mine to reload.
Poll's live.
And
Thanks,
Malik can get more experience if there's monsters for you to kill later. Like,
True.
As in, this isn't the combat.
as in, like, maybe this shouldn't be combat.
Well, that's not an option on the poll.
What? God damn it! Wait, you have a lot of power here. You have a lot of power.
And I voted.
Ah,
Oh, yeah.
Not only.
Yeah. Hey, remember I'm giving you some nuts when you're casting that vote.
I already casted it.
Oh, fucker.
he voted for the worst one.
Bastard.
No.
Which one did you? Oh, yeah, what are the options?
Notice the living
Notice the
creatures
animals are alive or you're
ambushed.
Pain, suffering,
That's
or
it.
death.
There's no, the animals are not alive.
If it makes you feel any
Not
better,
nature.
the winning choice was overwhelming.
No, it doesn't make me feel
They
better at all.
They hate us.
My vote didn't
I'm
matter.
sure it was ambushed Abarna specifically.
That was what it was. It was they're actually targeting
How much
you.
have you put into this?
28.
The Jeffries.
Is that full?
There's
Yes.
only
Oh,
one Jeffrey.
Good.
That's all I've got.
We're gonna need that 'cause I'm
one.
not a healing spell.
There can only be one,
Daniel.
Jeffrey.
Yeah.
Daniel,
Looks
fuck
like-
you.
This looks like my old hunting room.
Shut up, ugly growl.
Who is this guy?
I don't know.
What the hell am
I think Trez like drank something he shouldn't have or something.
Now we realize it's not Trez.
Yeah, now we figured out.
Potion of shapeshifting.
Yeah.
What's
I
that?
have.
we're talking about animals, and we know we have a weird guy in the room. We don't know what's going
I
on.
went from one dungeon into another. Where the hell am I?
I'm not like. Just assuming you're one of the creatures in the room.
But we're definitely
Chilling
not
touch.
trusting.
Chilling
Chill-
touch.
chilling
Actually, I'm not
touch.
even a big fan of that spell. Scorch is way better.
But
Chilling
cat is-
Tooch won the day.
Yeah.
All right, so I need you guys
You're
to
all
roll
penetrating.
d12s for initiative because you're surprised.
D10 plus 8.
Initiative.
Okay.
And we are going on a 0 and a 0. Cool. So they definitely went first. That makes sense.
Wow. It was fine until, they were alive.
Yes. So, you guys step into this room and you're admiring all the beasts on the wall. Some of them have the feathered heads of birds that must be enormous.
I would like seeing those. Nice.
I'm like, ooh, magical
Birds.
equipment, magical
You see
equipment.
two of the beasts that are near the wall. As you get closer, suddenly spring into life. One of them appears to be an enormous dog. Its eyes
Oh,
glow
God,
red.
Another dog.
Another dog. But not quite as large as the one you fought in the library.
Good.
This one's a little smaller.
And
Good.
faster.
But it leaps at you.
Oh, great, yeah. That's,
Yep.
wow, he has reach.
He just jumps at you.
Oh wait, that's right. See, I've used both of these figures as mine, so
Ah,
I'm confused.
yes.
Okay, so I'm this one.
You're that one.
Okay,
He's
that's
the
fine.
other one.
I'm using
Yeah,
that.
that's fine.
Well, Daniel, you as well are surprised
Ah,
as another beast. This one looks more hound-like, but its fur is quite shaggy, and you can almost not see its eyes.
This will be the first combat I'm going to be able to go on a second lower than 6 because he's attacking me.
You get a surprise roll, so you're on a D8 for.
Oh well, that's gonna. I literally can't beat that.
Well,
Both dogs are named Kevin.
both dogs are named Kevin.
Do they have little like collars with them?
Yeah, you see one's Kevin, the other's Sparky.
I feel a strange affinity for that creature.
Well, I got a
Don't worry,
7.
we've had lots of Kevins in
I
this
see.
game.
Yeah. So, what'd you get?
7.
Ah.
I would have had to penetrate like 1. I would have had to penetrate 4 times.
I don't know how you feel about penetration. You take 8 points of damage
Oh well, that sucks for me.
as the creature leaps forward and bites at you and catches you in the leg. Ah! And Daniel, you get attacked as well. Oh, it crit.
8.
Malik! Malik, I swear you don't smell as bad anymore.
Always when we get in combat, you guys start swearing that.
Yeah.
I'm starting to like Malik more and more.
The more hurt I get, the more I like him.
Took you a moment to realize he was gone. There's the strange body odor lingered.
Yeah, something is.
No, there was still a strange body.
I hate all this rolling. That's way too much rolling.
5, 4, 7, 7.
Oh, get fucked.
That's a big crit.
That's a big crit.
Could be. You could roll the 9 on the first digit. That would have been worse. How much? You did 8 damage to me, didn't you?
Yeah.
That sucks for me.
Let's see how much damage it does. What'd you get on your?
Oh!
An 8.
2, 4.
That's 2 4s, so I get to roll another 2. I need D4s. Okay.
Make it stop, dude.
I mean, it will eventually.
I wasn't at full health.
What
to
was your
either.
total
Dude,
defense?
this door might...
Unmodified?
Unmodified
Yeah.
4.
Okay. 25.
I should roll a
11.
D8.
Just gonna go.
Plus.
Whoop.
Well,
I'm done.
Not what I signed up for.
It's always nature.
Let's see, what was this? So,
ugh.
It could be really bad. It could be permanently
You...
changed.
are you right or left-handed?
Right?
Because you lost that one.
Okay. Because you won. Because it's gone. Even it's your, or even or odd, it's your right hand or right arm.
Even.
So odd. So it's hit your offhand. So you're starting to walk through this room, and you're looking around, and you see a sudden blur behind you, and you start to move, and you see a beast leap out and crash into your side and bites the inside of your bicep and just starts to tear.
Shit.
You take 12 points of damage,
Okay.
and you drop your shield to the ground.
And I don't. How much damage reduction points?
Your full damage reduction.
Okay.
It has bitten him, but
I don't know what your.
I got
skill.
new armor, so it's pretty.
You do have new armor, and it's freshly bloodied.
It doesn't look new anymore.
It doesn't look new at all anymore.
Better man should have the armor.
That was initiative 1.
Yeah, I won.
Woo!
How's that?
Initiative
I would
2.
be
Glad I
rolling
rolled
for,
initiative.
Threshold of pain?
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's
Wait.
half my constitution, or
Question. Can you reverse penetrate on initiative?
What do you mean?
Like if I rolled a 1,
You
can I like
low, right?
start going?
I'm-
like,
Well,
Well,
back?
if
forget
you roll the
something
1, that's the best you can
I
roll.
think this might be good.
I know, but I'd still be at
Isn't it
9.
your turn?
I'm trying to get all the help I can get.
Reverse penetrate. Well, but you're gonna. You
Here's
guys
the
are
one
both
that's
gonna act on
Yeah.
second 3.
I know it's
Yeah.
great. It's great when you get attacked first. I know.
So yeah, you guys got attacked, so you're now able to act.
Yeah, you're used to that.
I don't know
I'm
what
used to
initiative
being
you're on,
distracted.
You got 2 on my threshold of pain,
Okay, so you're fine.
and I get it automatically attacked because I was attacked, or
Yeah, so it's
Second
been
3.
so. 2 seconds later, you're now like aware of what's going on, and you've got a large furry
on my
creature
left arm.
biting your arm.
I'll bash at him.
All right.
10.
Ah, you've got a near perfect defense.
Jesus.
Ash,
Penetration.
And there's a penetration. Okay, so you take another 3 points of damage
Yep.
as you start to. These go through damage reduction.
Oh,
As
that's not a good
you
3.
start to swing at it, you twist your body, and its teeth are still in your arm, and so you moving just causes the teeth to tear, and it lets go, but there's another set of wounds on your arm.
God damn it.
What do you guys look like? Can I ask?
I am very less finely dressed now. I have a huge tear. Where'd that thing bite me?
In the leg.
I'm like very well dressed except for my upper thigh.
Which is no scandalously
Not-
flashing.
Yeah, scandalously. It's a
along
little.
with his staff.
Margaret.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You hear on the wall.
I'm very,
cooning.
very handsome, high cheekbones.
It is
long-
not
Oh,
worth
that's
that.
right. You have
Man
the,
after
you
my
have
own
the
heart.
thing up.
All
Sweet.
right.
Yeah, we've got pictures.
That's right. We have pictures. Yeah, you can show them
Show
mine.
the camera.
Oh yeah, show the camera. You might need to.
No,
Show the other one.
Wrong camera. Oh,
It might be easier to just.
we can throw them up on the
Nice
Twitter
double.
too.
Yeah, we should throw them up on Twitter. Twitter. That was kind of what I was hoping.
Tweet. Yeah.
Just to have them like available so people can know. You can
What?
show him
Joyce
what my
and
character looks
Daniel
like too.
Finally become unhinged.
Has he just been waiting the entire time to make these puns?
Probably.
Dory waddles off.
Uh-oh. Okay, we're good. So I'm gonna step back,
Okay.
and then I'm going to start casting a Scorch.
So you're taking a withdrawal action to step back?
Scooch.
Because it can follow you at its walking speed. Like the question is, can you get Scorch off before it attacks again?
Oh, it's
You
a
don't
1
have
second cast.
So there's no, because there's not attacks of opportunity in Hackmaster.
Yeah, I know, but it'd take him a second to like. It takes like 1 second to. I'll look
And
it up, but
are
I
there
think it's-
components to Scorch?
Let me look it up really
Must
fast.
be fully clothed.
Yeah, yeah, you must not have any exposed thigh.
There's no material component. It's verbal and
Somatic. So that
Somatic.
means you can just cast it in a second. You don't have
Yeah.
to gather any
yeah,
supplies.
it takes 1 second to cast.
Yeah, so you don't have to step back to do that. You can just stand there and cast.
Yeah, but it makes an explosion, and I don't want to be in the explosion.
Well,
Yeah.
you're never in it. You always cast it out
It's
from
always
you.
been away from you.
Yeah.
Well,
It's not an explosion. It's more like a little mini flamethrower. It's like burning hands, where you're just
Ow.
like,
Rad, I'm just like, fuck you, dog.
beast,
Yeah.
burn,
Yeah, like
And
that's
flowers
yeah.
come out.
I kind of do like the whole like,
flowers.
yeah.
Oh,
No, this time I'm kind of like leaning back to like wait off the like terrible gash, and I'm just like, like
leaning back and firing fire.
Yeah, but that'll happen the
You're
next turn
fine.
because I'm casting it right
Okay.
Amarna.
Second 4.
Don't you cast that?
now. Oh yeah, now I cast.
Second. So casting on 4.
Mhm.
5, it goes off. What happens?
He makes
Let's
a
see
reflex.
If I can win the teddy bear.
He dodges with a 14.
Well, he sucks actually. Okay. And 1d3 plus 6, so he takes 7 points of damage.
And is it half because he made the saving throw?
Yes. Just round up.
But he's on fire, right? So how long does that?
Um,
How many seconds does that delay him?
creature makes 1d6 penetrating.
Okay.
I must spend them.
Yep. You want to roll? You can roll.
Okay. Penetrate. Yeah, my wounds. You know, I'm not as focused as usual. You know,
So-
because
Billion
I'm mainly like, oh, fuck my
billion
robes.
seconds.
Oh, bleeding all over my robes. That stains.
Yeah. So what you do is you step back to fire to use Scorch and burn down at him, and as you step back, the hound seems to sense that you're doing something awkward and sorts of leaps out of the way as your hands are pointed. You still manage to catch the hindquarters of it with your spout of flame.
Oh, so he can't put it out because it's on his ass, right?
Yeah, but you see him start to slow grind against the wall.
No, he's doing that like dog thing where they're like
Yeah, he's on the dog. He's on the ground.
doing like
scooting on his butt.
the butt scooch thing,
But it's a second, so it looks really nice. Like he dives,
and just like
butt scoots, and then leaps at you again.
wow, what a
What a
Jesus, what a actually what a beast.
Oh,
Bad
in a
Kevin.
second.
Wait, what's your name?
Kevin.
Okay,
Oh,
actually I don't
yeah.
really care what your name is.
His
Smelly
name-
Growl, help
wait.
me!
Yeah, his name is actually Kevin,
no.
by the way, guys.
Really?
Yeah.
That was
Oh,
like, sorry, character name Jan Zygmunt Gustavus Stanislav.
Oh, okay.
call
That's
him
right. That was the
Kevin.
con.
He's
So
you
we've
guys
had,
know Meet the Robinsons. He's the tall, evil bad guy. That's what he looks like
Okay.
with
So-
mustache.
have in our previous encounters we've met a few Kevins.
None were very good.
I intimidated.
None of them have been very good. They ran into two guard. First, they ran into a guard named Kevin, who was terribly
Annoying.
annoying and not helpful at all.
Well, I've only begun to talk.
Yeah,
And I've not been helpful.
And then they again ran into two Kevins on guard.
He threatened him.
And he
really
threatened
well.
him enough that one of the Kevins ran away with both Kevin's families.
That's how scared he was.
That's how scared he was.
Yikes.
And then the
And
other
I
Kevin.
don't have any intimidation skills. I just rolled that well.
It was scary. It was scary. I was scared.
Yeah, Kevin is a reoccurring theme along with several other ones in this group.
Not like we played five
Yeah,
with
it's-
Kevin.
now you're a
Kevin
Now you're a Kevin. We have a Kevin.
What was he like? 3 that was Joffrey.
He's
Hackmaster's
escaped the
Kevin.
game into reality.
breaking the fourth wall. He fled the city and joined our campaign.
He's like, you gotta get the inside of this.
So, second 6. Second 7.
Oh wait, I have to wait for spell fatigue.
Second 8.
Yeah, fuck you, nature.
Aren't
what
you a
what are you
Grell,
doing?
though?
Fuck nature. It's the worst.
That's true. He
I
got
win with a 14.
he got a 9. So you've
But you're a
hit.
Grell. You're like
Fuck
nature. elf.
nature.
Wait, I thought Grow were all into nature.
You can share a story
Yes.
if you'd like.
So yeah, the whole Grell shtick is, they're always at war with everybody,
Yep.
and Grell are better than everyone. That's why they're always at war. And we got a lot
mentality.
of stuff lying around because we just conquer all this shit and then never do anything with it.
Do you need a fork?
So there was this one Grell family that said, you know what, it'd be great if we could somebody took it one for the team and dealt with all these humans.
The drawer
and
next to the
sold them
microwave.
stuff. So then they could give their money that they made from selling the stuff they were conquering to the Grell, so we could continue conquering. And then we became insanely rich. And then I lost it all because I'm not very good with money.
Gambling.
I am a city Grell who's never been in nature his entire life.
I thought you were gonna share your near-death experience.
Oh, I was almost eaten by Feed Me Seymour plant last session before last.
This is what you took 8 seconds doing.
Yeah, he's sitting there. You guys are being attacked by beasts, and he's like,
It slow goes in
I
my
don't really
eyes.
like nature very much. You see, I was raised as a city Grell.
Yeah. I'm like, fuck you! Help!
And they're like, no!
Yeah,
You know,
first,
I've learned
Flames
something
and
today.
fighting beasts.
every experience with nature has tried to eat me. When we had wolves, and then we had kobolds, and we had giant man-eating plants. Nature's the worst.
You don't get any.
So I did 6 damage.
You did 6 points of damage?
Just saying.
You know, that's
You
fair.
should. Yeah, like next time, like, don't do
I've
that.
had a couple handfuls.
Yeah, you're to do stuff.
Thulu wants to know if this
Thanks.
cabin
If Trez is in here, hopefully Kevin or Andy, who was playing Malik last week.
The better Malik.
Yeah, I have another group of
the one
Hackmaster.
that cut you in half.
I get the
doesn't
armor,
sound
though.
like an improvement.
Yeah.
The one that can't roll.
Yeah, he can't roll at all, but he's a nice guy. We like to.
That's the worst way to profess.
I
he's a
gotta
nice
kill
guy.
stuff for one.
Yeah,
It's
he's
great.
like really bad. But
Everyone
he's
has. Everyone has one of those friends that you're just nice to.
He did almost make Daniel into doppel duos.
The doppel duos. he did do well. He role played quite well.
Did he almost double Doppledore?
Yeah, cutting him nearly in half.
Alliterations!
Okay.
So you
Right,
step
not
forward, and the hound is leaping aside from the flame, and your sword cuts through some of the flame and barely catches the side of the beast. And you see a line of blood running down its haunch.
Beast feels threatened
The beast feels threatened.
by the Grell, ignoring the elf. Who missed him?
Who missed it? You missed the dog so much.
I would have tried to shield bash him away, but it's never worked when I try and do that. So we're gonna cut to the quick.
I am rolling
Second 9.
monster lore.
Oh, I will roll that for you.
Oh, fuck, I forget. Because I'm
You want me to see
wrong
the-
half the
You
time.
have no idea what this beast could be.
Most of the time, it's kind of true.
The unspeakable horrors.
Jeffrey.
I just start describing all the creatures like H.P. Lovecraft.
Yeah.
It scatters your brain by the mere glimpse of it.
From the abyss.
From
The elf
abyss.
starts shaking,
Yeah.
frothing at the mouth.
The knowledge.
Don't look at it. You mustn't
Oh
see
no, I
it.
gave him rabies.
I still don't have any lizard
He
aids.
still has lizard aids.
Oh.
Second
It's
10.
uncomfortable.
That makes you uncomfortable.
No,
Do
it
you need to
sounds-
move over here?
no, it
Oh.
sounds uncomfortable.
I've had no side effects.
Grell
I mean,
is
like,
like kind of
how
like
tra-
worried about nature stuff, so like lizard AIDS is the worst.
Right next to plant aids.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, we're at 10. I can actually like
10?
I'm going to what's it called? Retreat?
Yes, withdraw. I'm going to,
Withdraw.
Strategically.
yes.
Strategically draw backwards
All right.
behind the ugly Grell and
Alright.
pull up my dagger.
All right. You start to fall back and scamper away from the hound, and the hound sees him.
Yes.
And is successfully.
No, the other one. The other one.
Chilling Tooch! I
So-
say, here's your chance to get back at nature.
I'll let you have this one. At second 11.
Chilling Toochum. You only have to outrun him.
I'm not even running. I'm
You're
just
just-
staying behind him.
Surprised nobody
14.
put a sword on him.
God!
Another critical.
Damn it!
Oh, penetrating.
Are you serious?
So Daniel was just critical again,
Oh my god.
significantly,
God.
Okay.
with a 30.
Let's see if I get the armor after all.
With a 33. What is your defense roll?
Looks like he might
It was
get the armor
roll of
after
10
all.
that equaled 14.
Alex was just like,
Okay.
you know what? He's got some nice armor. I'm gonna sit out for combat for a while and see what happens.
They'll never see it coming.
Oh wow, in the exact same spot.
What?
Roll the same
His arm is getting torn off.
No, wait, no, sorry.
Now he doesn't have either hand. He's like,
I apologize. The last time was forearm back. This time is forearm front. So it just bites you in the. Well, let's see. Even or odd for your dominant?
Even.
Okay, that last
This time it's
roll.
in your other arm.
So I've this is my dominant hand this time.
Yeah. There's the penetration. All right, we got 9, 10, 11, and you got a 14.
Yeah.
So 41 minus 14 is anyone good at math? I am. 26.
Said the math major. Hey, is anyone here good at math? Oh yeah, I correct one of the people's
Right.
homeworks in this group.
Yeah. Hey, you shouldn't be saying that.
You get a smiley face.
29 minus 14, 15?
Daniel Doppelcorpse.
41. 41. Daniel Doppelcorpse.
Oh, I like Daniel. He's
got
like the
along.
only one I get along with in this entire smelly,
You can get
nasty
2
group.
hook hands.
You take 17 points of
His mace
damage.
is just like.
You literally can get a wand
How much?
extension. and,
17
like, a
points of damage.
Oh,
You
you're
drop
fucked.
your mace, and you have a -2 to attack until this wound
Oh,
heals.
that's cool because I'm passed out.
Ah, so the beast once more leaps at you, and this time it lands on your chest and bites the inside of your other arm and rips at that one, and it flails your arm, and your mace goes flying. And
Okay.
It,
I'm unconscious. So now in 10 rounds I have to
yes,
roll for
in 10
next
seconds
phase.
you'll have
Loves
to.
a spider.
Eleven.
What a bitch.
Yes.
That's terrifying. I'm so glad I'm not in that room. Just talking to doors.
Yeah, meanwhile with Dory.
So, Abarna, you see this beast start to kind of like nudge Daniel, and it's trying to push its head open so it can get to its neck.
He's trying to get to his neck.
Yeah, he's trying to get to his neck.
You guys should kill the dog first.
We're at second 12.
I'm going to move forward and use chilling.
Scorch.
No, chilling touch.
Chill and tooch.
Chili Tooch!
And I'm going to enhance it with, let's see, 16, with
If you guys die and they can't get out because they don't know what the word is,
Have they tried bird?
I will die of laughter.
We will. It'll be a team kill. But we can't.
TPK.
You have to trick
Malik
them.
has finally met the
Yeah, it
door.
doesn't matter if we say the
That
word.
is
Yeah.
matched.
The door has to say it.
So I'm adding 6 points of damage. to it.
Okay.
If I die in this game, I die in real life.
The irony of Malik dying by a door, though, is just
Yeah.
so good.
So this is a touch attack.
Yep.
Start arguing about things.
Okay,
The
here you go.
opposite of close.
Chilling Tooch!
And then have it correct us.
You've hit
No.
near perfectly.
idea.
Does that help me?
+1 damage.
Yay.
As your finger pokes him in the eye.
Chilling
Yeah.
Tooch!
I mean, it's a
Chill and
spider.
tooch.
It's a spider, so it's pretty easy.
Yeah, it's poking in one of its eyes.
Yeah.
Why
Okay.
didn't you read
So this
the
is
wall on the
1d4
outside?
plus
The fucking
7 now.
word was on there.
I can't read. Makes fucking sense.
Penetrating, chilling, tooch.
Extra
Oh,
penetrating.
more penetration, always
Dude.
good.
It's
Show-
a
Like you
chilling
would know.
penetration, if you know what I mean.
Show me on the stuffed bear where he tooched you.
The better freeze is over.
Okay, so
The bear
that's
freezes over.
okay, so that's let's see, that's 11 plus 7, 16 points of damage that go through his damage reduction.
7 plus 9.
Tooched?
Yeah, 16.
Yes. Yep. I just added the 1 for the.
Oh, I already did that.
All right.
You should
And,
lead out with that spell from now on.
Yeah.
That was
For real.
really good.
So threshold of pain. Whoa! The beast is down.
This
has happened in second 12.
So we've only been in this room for like probably a minute and a half now.
And also the
You guys have been. He cooked some meat, so you have been in there for about 20 minutes.
Yeah.
So he loses a point of strength.
She just walked in,
Okay.
yelled, glug, glug, glug.
Okay.
Well, it was like I walked in. Ooh, look, a chest. Opened it. It was
So you touch the beast, and you just see just
You should've climbed to the
lines of
chest and
ice
walked in.
sort of like extend across its fur, and all of its fur starts to freeze and crackle, and the beast stops for a second, and you see it slowly trying to move.
Okay. Well, I'm fatigued.
Can you touch it again?
You're like, woo! I'm glad you can't fight now.
Good tooch.
Second 13. Second 14.
Is the other beast dead, or is it just at 14?
Nice.
Sorry.
They're both alive. This one's just been threshold
this
of
is
pain,
the- okay.
and because it was an ice attack, I'm gonna say it's
That's
just
cool.
kind of
That's cool, yeah. I just
frozen.
wanna make sure. So on second 14.
Yep.
So
You're
how
making an
does
attack?
how does occupying the space of another player work if like they're down?
If they're down and you're standing on top of a corpse, you'll have a -1 attack and -1 defense.
Oh. Okay.
Well, unless they're dead.
So
So,
they-
well, actually, in any case, if they're alive or dead, you're not trying to tangle your feet up in them or step on them.
Okay.
So
Well,
minus
does
one
that
attack.
prevent them from
Depends
being
on who it
executed
is.
or attacked?
Well, you
Uh,
don't like the person who's
Yeah, look,
dead.
you just don't care.
Yes, but in this case,
You
the
might chirp
beast
still.
is on
That's
Okay.
true.
Daniel himself.
I'm just gonna. Ah! Ah! Oh, where's the wolves?
Nice.
20.
Okay, it got an 18. Penetrating.
Penetration. Stab it with the saber. I channel my inner Michael Vick. 3, 2, 8, 12 points.
12 points of damage.
Hell yeah.
So, yeah, you step forward and you slash it on its side, and it's about to attack you. And you catch it with your saber and slash it in the chest as it pounces at you.
Yay. No.
Yeah.
No. I hate nature. High. Big.
Okay.
18.
They got an 8.
I got
so,
a big number. I don't know what you got, but it's bigger.
I have the biggest numbers.
So you slash at its chest as it leaps at you, and you score a hit along its chest and manage to spin out of the way and keep yourself in front of it.
Is this in the chat?
Yeah, do you want...
floor.
I am exhibit Kingdom Jungle.
Oh, I can see it here.
Okay. Well, do you want to use this? In
Oh
case
yeah, I
you
can follow. Yeah.
Oh no.
I don't know. I'm just
Yeah.
open
The bindings are just bad, I understand.
Don't try to
It's fine. No, you're good.
Did anyone decide to buy one of the on sale Hackmaster books? They're pretty cheap.
I might need it after this session.
Yeah, I might. I don't know. I don't know if the Black Friday sale is still going on. I should check, but otherwise,
Cyber
I'm gonna,
Monday.
Cyber Monday.
yeah, it's not Monday.
Today's Tuesday.
It's Tuesday.
Tuesday.
But it still might be going
Hey,
on.
time machines, right?
Time Machine Tuesday.
Oh, Doppelbore. Ha ha.
He's saying you're boring.
Second 50.
He's gonna be doppel sore in the morning.
Once he wakes up.
Ever.
Second 16.
Sure, make fun of the cleric.
17.
You're worthless.
I like you.
I mean, if you don't have
Now.
any healing spells,
18?
are you clear?
What is it?
19.
Okay, I can do
No one
something.
I've left is divine steward.
You see the beast is frozen in front of
He'll
you.
doppel no more.
I'm gonna start stabbing it with my dagger as hard as I can.
You can do a coup de grace.
Oh. Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
Don't miss.
That's 10 seconds.
10
Yeah,
seconds.
it'll take you 10 seconds, but you'll execute it.
You know, my style of coup de grace is like, okay, remember the anatomy of this animal? Leave the hearts to the left. Yeah.
From the floor, just.
You don't know where the heart is.
Oh,
Yeah,
but I
yeah,
pretend to.
yeah.
That's the key. You
That's
pretend to
pretend.
know.
Yeah.
It's like that dude that was stabbed like 115 times in prison.
And
I
lived.
think there and there. We'll put a couple over there for good measure.
There's one dude who was obese and got stabbed over 800
Yeah.
times.
Oh my
And
god,
lived.
and lived.
He lived.
Second 20. Everyone needs fatigue checks.
Are we getting tired?
All right.
You guys should too.
Mentally
It's just
straight.
like when they walk in, you're sleeping.
How does make?
If you roll 1.
Okay.
Just don't roll one.
Okay. Cool.
I almost did.
Second 20. Under half con. 15, 21.
You've hit. You're beating nature.
Take this, nature. You're the worst. 7, 12,
Of course, the
14.
featured broadcast is somebody playing Power Rangers D&D, the Hyperforce RPG thing.
Weird.
Go, go,
What?
go,
They're
Rangers.
getting all the views.
All right. Unusual. How much damage?
14?
14?
I want to trade the black nerds with them. That makes sense.
I don't know
14?
what that is.
Yeah.
So you slash and you catch and you bury your blade in the beast, and as you pull out your blade, the creature falls and whimpers in pain, and it appears as if it's slow to get up.
Okay.
It's currently
Yay.
helpless.
I'm good.
You'll be helpless for 5 seconds.
Shit, I can't attack. But damn.
I need to roll under half my constitution on 21, right?
Yep, 21. No, so you roll a d20 and add your wisdom and
Okay.
subtract your health, and I roll a d20 and add 11.
Across the room.
So you need to beat a 17.
8 plus 18,
26.
26, and then my health is -1 right now.
Yep. So you're at a 25. I got a 17. So you don't lose another hit point.
Alrighty.
I'm gonna keep watching, but I'm gonna go get.
Oh, okay. Oh, it was 5 seconds plus, not 6 seconds. Whatever.
If anyone else wants to smoke,
I'm good. Thanks.
22,
Maybe later. I'm good for it.
23, 24, 25. The beast is now recovered
Damn it.
and is getting ready to attack. 26.
Ah!
Apples.
I hit it
Snore.
again. 14.
You hit.
Yeah,
Doppel whore.
That was the original.
Penetration.
Hooray!
He's got a hole
8.
for every
Oh,
dog.
I got a good one.
16.
Doppel.
So as the
60
the
Doppel
the
blank.
giant hound
Doppel.
starts to
Comment-
get back up,
comment
the
and
best
you
Doppel blank.
slash it down, and it
Doppel
collapses.
Oh.
17.
Yeah, that's really a hole.
So you turn around
my arm.
Doppel hole.
and you see Doppel hole.
We're going away from the whole doppel. We don't need to rhyme anymore. We're done. We're done with that.
It
So-
could be like double cheesecake and be like, yep, that's
You've just
hilarious.
killed this
No,
beast.
no, not doppel cheesecake.
And you
Needs
turn
to
around.
Reference you being hurt.
Abarna, what are you currently doing? You're 2 more seconds away until you've killed the beast, and he's turned and sees you, doing whatever you're doing to.
At this point, I've located my spot, and I'm just like. I'm like here. I'm like
Yeah, so you see him. He like
and I'm
squares
like over the
himself.
spider.
Yeah.
Stab it already!
And then finally
Yeah.
stabs in, and as he pulls out, you see the kind of life in the beast, and it collapses on top of.
Good
him.
job, whoever you are.
Yeah, who the hell are you?
Who the hell are you?
Both the beasts are dead.
Are you? You're less aggressive than the rest of the beasts in here.
Yes, that is true.
Do you have?
Nature's like that.
Do you have? Do you
Cruel,
have any
heartless
healing?
bitch.
Healing power?
Double
Oh, you're a
Swiss
Grell,
cheese
aren't
arms.
you?
Well, I mean, I could say the same for you, Pointy Ears.
I'm not a Grell. You can't
You're
say
not?
the same.
But
Can
you're
you
so
do have any
attractive.
healing powers?
You're so attractive. How can you not be a Grell?
That's exactly why I'm not a Grell. Grells are ugly fuckers. I'm going to turn my back on him and start doing first aid on Dumbledore.
Okay. So.
Yeah, try stabbing him in the throat.
Okay. Yeah. Let me know when you're done.
You have 0 first aid?
Yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't work.
Yeah. So would you like a first aid check?
Yeah.
Can I attempt to assist with no skill?
Only if you have first aid.
Can I attempt
I
to
don't
assist?
let you.
Roll an acting check.
Okay.
I don't let you, regardless of your acting.
I'm not touching. I'm just like standing over your
So
shoulder.
acting is charisma. So you just
Good
want to roll
job.
percentile
You
dice.
can do it.
That's actually.
I failed by 5.
You failed by 5.
Wow, that's. I hope I roll that well.
You're competent. You don't know enough about first aid that you think his advice is real advice.
Don't do that.
I'm gonna
Do
be
that.
like, that sounds right, but if you're wrong,
Question.
Pull
A
the
quest-
teeth out.
A question to the audience.
uh,
Does his fake advice help Daniel or hurt?
Are we giving a poll?
Yes.
keep in mind, Dumbledore's pretty hurt to like everything that he could get would be good.
We haven't opened up the big door yet either.
Actually, we'll change the poll. We'll say, does his fake advice and his healing skill cause the check to succeed fail, or he rolls for it.
Oh
Keep
god.
not dying.
Beautiful. Yeah, viewer only.
Yeah.
Plus me and Gromit.
No.
What viewers right
No.
now?
No. No. This is. I forget. Every time I see this.
Then you're
This
over
is
here
cool,
waiting
too.
for bated breath.
He's like,
It's like, please, for one.
This is beautiful.
right? Isn't it
Wow.
cool?
That's really cool.
I like the journals he brings.
Mm-hmm.
Noel's watching. He's 5 ad, right?
Noel's watching.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, I don't know how I feel about that. That might not be good.
He voted
He
two.
voted against you.
That's Noel.
He voted for the ambush earlier, too.
Wow. Who is he? Is that Firad?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That could also be Mallet. Gromit. It could be Ben.
Ben.
In a close poll, his advice actually was right.
His advice was right.
I hope.
Blind luck.
Just attach the thing to the thing,
Wait,
and then.
what's your advice?
Yeah, what is your advice?
Yeah,
Uh,
what do you
so,
tell me? So I'm
like,
like over
You're
him like
like
oh,
you're dealing
too
with like the
late.
brachial spray or something from his arms. Like stop that. That's bad.
Split
What?
to 50-50
What?
right before I finished it.
oh
It's split to a 50-50.
oh.
You're welcome.
Wait, do it. I mean, it doesn't. Did you vote? Dick. He voted and made it 50-50.
Swing vote.
Hey, you can't vote.
Yeah, dick.
What was your successful
He's
advice?
bleeding from his arms. I'm like, no, stop that spray. That's bad.
Care to
Put a thumb on it.
Yeah, what do you know? You're just a grell.
I mean, I see a lot of people bleed to death.
That's fair. You probably fight amongst yourselves because you're all stupid, violent
Ourselves,
creatures.
people walking by, people who.
Okay, I'll try
walking
something
by.
else. I won't
Wait,
try
it's
that.
Pretty boy elves.
So apparently you didn't think to try stopping the blood. And his advice of, you should stop the blood.
I thought it was a more complicated wound because it was from a spider.
You're gonna treat the poison.
It's like, probably poisoned. That's why he's bleeding everywhere. If we stop the poison, he'll stop bleeding. Oh, I could just stop the bleeding. Yeah, good idea. Violent growls, man.
You gain 1 hit point back from one of your wounds.
All right.
Puts you at 0.
Do I get a pick, or is it gonna be the biggest one?
You get to pick. And then roll healing checks for the other 2.
I get to be semi-conscious now, since I picked right. And a healing check, or what check?
I'm rolling for your other wounds.
He's rolling for your other wounds.
See where?
That succeeds. Or it's under
Right.
my...
So another one of your wounds heals by 1.
Nice.
All right.
This is making up for all that last time where I failed like 8 times in a row.
Yeah, we
And-
don't have any first aid or healer in
Yeah,
our party.
that-
It's miserable.
The other group's a little bit desperate.
We like go to a temple and it's like, any of your clerics, want to come on a life-threatening adventure where we'll pay them no money and they will be an intern?
Yeah, that's what they said. They're like, you want to come with?
priest intern?
Do you want to heal us but
And how
not
did
get
one
paid
go?
and not get any rewards,
Somehow
but
they
like
weren't-
lots of danger?
They
That
weren't
last-
in it.
that last
They weren't
one?
in it to win it.
I made it on this one too.
So
That's so
after
roll, so
30
close.
minutes,
Yeah.
I believe.
Yeah.
So after 30 minutes, he stitches up all 3 of your wounds.
While he was doing that, I was wandering around the room, I guess.
You're probably telling me
my,
your
my
life
attention
story.
span wandered.
You're trying to tell me your life
Well,
story.
I was a boy.
I was a boy,
I
man.
fell from a
Is
tree.
one of your
and skinned my
faults
arm.
smelly and talkative?
I'm a fop. I'm just telling you about how wealthy my family is.
I have
We're
a
the
whole-
I'm
wealthiest.
actually like kind of liking him a little more.
Wait, you're actually
I
both
did.
fops.
Yeah.
You're both fops.
I see your
2
silk
points
ropes,
of health.
sir. They're lovely.
You can't
Mine,
pay
I-
attention to him anymore because he's doppelpoor.
Yeah. Oh.
Damn.
No, I'm starting to like him a little more. You know, you're ugly, but you know what you're talking about with your sense of style.
You wake up and you see the elf and the Grell both making loving eyes at each other's outfits.
It's weird eye contact.
It's a weird
okay?
eye contact.
It's just weird
No
eye
eye
contact.
contact. We're like
That's it.
going up and down each other's bodies.
Yeah,
We're
you
like,
can't tell if
"Ooh,
it's
nice."
sexual or not. We might want to throw
If
up a
it's an
poll.
elf thing.
No.
Oh,
Every time a poll goes up where it's anything sexual involving my character goes way too far.
throw it up.
You hear Margaret?
I've got Margaret. Okay, it's been going way downhill. Moderately, like lady who was rich. That was not bad. Then I got an old lady, and now I've got a Grell who just dresses well.
Well dressed girl.
Well dressed girl.
I
Just
look
go.
around the room. Do I see anything else?
You see the
Anything else?
anything else? you look into the dead eyes of a hound, blood.
And you feel much comforted.
You're up now, Daniel.
Yep, I'm standing.
After being in the room for a while,
Daniel, you saved me a couple times. This time, I saved you, my friend.
Thank you. Oh.
you see two of the heads of the beasts.
With my healing skill and no help from the ground. As you see, not only killing the beast, but mending your wounds as well.
So, but while you guys are in the room, you notice two of the heads on the wall appear to be exotic enough animals that you might catch a fair price. And you know enough about them that they might catch a fair price on the market. If you guys could get these heads out of the room, that is.
Man, we might need someone with a battle axe or something. That'd be useful.
No, we should just bash the heads and make sure they aren't real.
I'm gonna go up and see if they're just like mounted or if they're like stuck in the wall.
So, make a feat of strength check.
Oh, I'm great at those. I think it's a -6.
Oh, -5. I
Oh,
don't
-5.
Is it a D20?
Yeah, D20 -5. So, you go up to one of the heads on the wall, and you...
I kind of like try to push, but I end up just pushing myself.
Yeah, you just
down.
end up sliding, and you don't think you could... You're like, can't be carried.
Can I try one of the other
Of course.
One?
You'll sprain his
I think he
wrist.
goes to one, I'll go to the other.
I'm too injured to try.
What was your...
7.
Neither of you can let you go to the other. Impossible.
Can't be done. Whoever put these on here was a master. We cannot undo their work.
A master hanger-upper.
And is bolted to the frame.
Otherwise, my feet of strength would have succeeded.
I'm getting out of here. I go to the
Wait,
main room.
Doppeldoor, we need to find our other smelly friends.
Yeah, so I'm heading to this main room.
Okay.
Are we supposed to do something in here?
Well,
I'm just getting to the main room and seeing if the orb changed at all.
eventually we're supposed to get to the tomb.
So, you
What
return to the
tomb?
main room, and you see a second one of the orbs has gone out.
Cool.
There's one left.
There's one
Abarna, I think we're good. You can come back.
I was following you.
Oh.
you shouted. He's like right behind
And
you.
I'm like, dude, I'm right here. Jesus Christ.
He's like, stop yelling. I know.
Oh, Jesus, yeah, I can see the other orbs out.
Anyone else taste
Did
metal?
that dog bite your ears or something?
It's a little woozy. Blood loss.
Yep, not doing the
Took
greatest.
you long enough to sit there and shoot us.
Did you hear yourself?
Daniel
I
Doppel
can't.
dumbass.
You're out.
I'm out until I can sleep for 3 hours.
Can you just pass out right there?
Down.
I like how you're sleeping as a dab.
I meant more like,
Yeah.
like I didn't mean to actually down.
Yeah.
I was just like knocked out.
We don't dab unless we're
So just
paid.
keep doing
Yeah, that's valuable, man.
Sorry, an eighth of a dollar.
You don't do that for free.
I don't dab for nothing.
Critical for nothing in depth.
Okay, wait.
Yeah, if,
I'm
if
gonna
someone
use-
wants to pay us to dab, my brother,
We've
who's
been-
in high school, who I just saw for Thanksgiving, was telling me all the new dabs, and then my
Was
dad
it?
tried a few.
Here-
I've got some dad dabs, and
I should probably better. I would actually like to see
Dad
that.
abs, go with the dad abs.
yeah,
Dad abs.
yeah, they're pretty stylish. So
What do you think about it? Should we see what's holding up those two, or should we let them die there?
I think as much as I hate to admit it, Malik's useful.
Are we sure? If they haven't came back yet, they're surely dead. This room nearly finished me off.
Yeah, Malik's. I mean, he's ugly and stinky and obnoxious and frugal, but
How is that a bad
strong.
thing? How is frugal a bad
But if he
thing?
can't kill
Bad
us
thing
ever
for
in
my
that room,
character,
how could
'cause
we?
You don't have anything nice.
My armor is only semi-used.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I kind of like using Malik as a meat shield.
But what if it's already using him as meat? Whatever's in
We
there.
don't know that. We should.
It's been a long time. We've discovered 2 rooms and nearly died twice.
Are you saying we should need to get out of here?
Possibly.
I think we should make it at least somewhat of a search.
In case you both die, how do we get out of here?
I bet you can figure it out. Your grells are subterranean, right? Anyway.
No.
If you insist,
No.
you can lead the way up, Arna. I'll keep up the rear.
He's actually behind.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
try to make an observation check to figure out which way they went somehow.
Okay, well, you guys have gone through 2 of the doors.
Oh, and there's a third one.
Yeah, and
Oh.
you guys came through this door
I
to
used
start.
the power of a limit of.
Using the pigeonhole principle,
Yeah.
you've eliminated 2 doors that you've gone through.
Okay.
There must be 1 more.
Okay, I'm gonna go through the door we haven't gone through,
All right.
and that they have.
So,
He didn't say open, he said gone through.
you guys enter a hallway.
You know what? You just be quiet. Do the polls, okay?
Once again, on the right wall, you see the king being loved by the crowds of citizens. Flowers being thrown in the air, babies being held up for him to kiss, usual jazz. On the left, you see him triumphant, standing above the fallen. And on the door across from you, you see him like this. And above it,
Shrugging.
yeah, shrugging. He's just kind of like,
My life. Yeah.
above the door, in words, you see, loved by his followers and hated by his enemies. His humor knows no bounds. And then below that, the word is Cthulhu.
Okay. I'm like, huh? I wonder what that means.
What does it say?
Can I? What would you look for lore for Cthulhu? I want to know what it is.
Twitch chat.
Yeah. Yeah, Twitch chat.
Cool.
It's not actually something in the game, it's just a word.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
What does it say?
Are you
Cthulhu, I think. Yes.
What does that mean?
It's an ancient word. Let's move forward. You wouldn't get it.
So, you guys step through the door?
I
Open
was
the door.
following him.
I'll follow them. I'm in the rear.
I'm opening the door.
Okay, so you guys open the door and you step into the room. And you guys, the 2 that are in, Gromit, who is not here at the moment,
Hey, guys!
you see the rest of the party step through the door.
It's a magic door!
And
Fuck! You idiots!
you guys don't even remember shutting the door. And you hear a voice go, "More company! Wonderful!
Oh God, no!
Hello!
Claustrophobic.
My name's
setting in.
Dory.
Guys,
Hello?
I found a pleasure
Hello?
door. We
Hello?
can all take
Wait,
turns.
who named you?
Uh,
Because they probably.
obviously my father and mother. Probably a
Where's
mutual decision.
Gromit?
He said
Malik,
he
what's
has
going on?
He has a knob face.
Yes.
And your parents
You,
weren't.
you grab his nose. Hey, what? Stop! Ah, oh, ah, oh,
Your
oh.
parents weren't mature enough to name their son anything other than Dory. Like that's like naming your cat like Kitty.
What? You could name a cat Dory.
No,
Haven't
maybe
you-
I'm not kidding.
That's okay. Malik,
Doesn't make any
Malik,
sense.
Gromit, what the hell are you guys doing? We nearly got killed back.
Gromit's rocking back and forth.
Okay, he's been
Drinking.
drinking. What have you been doing?
Very drunk.
I'm trying
Gromit
to
might even be
figure-
passed out at this
I'm
point.
trying to figure out how the pleasure door works.
I'm not a pleasure door, I'll have you
You
know.
keep saying that, but I don't
I
believe
have a
it.
cousin that was, though.
Why do you?
What's it?
What twisted thing do half-orcs do with doors to make you think it's a pleasure door?
What
Well,
is a pleasure door?
Most doors need to be twisted to open.
Why won't you open?
I'm
Yank
not that kind of door.
Harder! Yank harder! Yank faster! Yank harder! Yank faster!
Achoo!
How many times has Malik kicked you so far?
Nuns?
Have you
Are
tried
you
that?
okay, Malik?
It's magic.
So. Magic.
I'm right here, I'll have you know.
Well, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with you, except your name. So what? Did you guys find anything in here?
Is there anything in
Other
here?
than this,
There's a
other than door?
stone quill in the chest.
There's a quill inside of a wooden chest
That says
on a
stolen
pedestal.
on it.
It says stolen. Everyone looks at it and goes, "That looks stolen."
Yeah.
Highlighted in red in your user interface shows.
Yeah. When your cursor moves over it, its name is in red.
Okay, I pick up the quill.
Yeah, it's a nice quill.
Oh, I'm gonna keep that. I
A
like
true scholar must have used this.
I
Or pervy old man. One or the other.
True scholar, potato, potato.
So there's
tuck
nothing
it
in
my
here.
pocket. So you didn't find anything, Gromit? No, I didn't. Okay.
Yep.
Then I'm leaving. I go to try to just push aside. He clearly is just like playing with the door.
I've tried that.
I don't
It doesn't
think-
work. He
I
doesn't
don't- I
pay you
don't-
either.
I don't think it's a pleasure door, so stop like dragging it off.
Ah.
That's not what I was doing.
I will not
I want
open
my hands on your.
until the word has been said.
Oh, Cthulhu.
I'm not opening.
That's not the word.
Well, I didn't say it.
So
What are you not
you
supposed to
need to
say?
say Cthulhu.
Yes. Yes.
No, he doesn't. He can't say it. He can't pronounce it. Look at those knobby lips.
I can pronounce it.
You cannot.
Wait, you just said it.
What? I said it.
No, you said Cthulhu. Like, you gotta open up, man.
What?
Yeah, you said Cthulhu just a second ago.
I can pronounce it.
No, you can't.
What?
I'll bet you 5 silver.
Ah, I'm not a betting man. Not like my young days. Ah, you should have met me
How do
then.
doors bet?
I'd swing off every hinge, to and fro.
Wait, well, you know, to be fair, this seems
Right.
like
What?
Doppledore, you said you needed to take a nap.
You see the grill with his hand down his.
I'm
Who's this smelly growl?
Good question. God, I'm stuck in a room with.
He smells
Oh.
like shit.
The room is starting to stink.
Okay.
It's what's I mean, rotten. I think rotten eggs and
So Dory, let me get this straight.
anything else.
He cannot pronounce Cthulhu.
What? Of course I can.
Don't
Prove
worry.
it.
I don't have to prove anything to you.
Yeah, you do.
You didn't even know the word.
Cthulhu. Isn't that what it is?
No, he didn't.
I know it now,
Well, yeah, now he does.
and I can pronounce it, and you can't. Which makes me better than you.
I heard I was
Well,
free.
it sounds like you're pronouncing it
Well,
right.
We're not
Free.
free. We're on the
We're
same.
just
page.
all
You
we're
talking
all
about
well, we know the word, but we're just having a stupid conversation with Eli. Is what's happening.
What was the name of that mythical beast from that book you guys were talking about?
Cthulhu. Right? No, it was the other one. I don't know what you're
What
talking
book,
about.
what book was that?
The one by H.P. Lovecraft.
Ah, I don't know if I've read that one.
It's pretty cool.
You can read, Malik?
No, I heard about it once. I have slept with some very educated whores.
That might be the best
Is
one
that
yet.
even possible?
Wait, you've slept with doors?
In my spare time, yes.
That's why he thought you were a pleasure door.
Is that even possible for you, Malik?
He tried to handle you.
Don't worry, I only need a 1-inch hole.
I hear horror stories of doors that have been
Horse?
Are you talking
handled.
Are you talking about
Do you
Hordor?
not swing that way?
Oh!
Add Game of Thrones fans to the list.
But no, don't you agree that this door cannot pronounce Cthulhu?
He probably can. He just doesn't want to.
Look at his lips. He can't pronounce it. He doesn't have the facial
I
structure.
don't even know where the net sound's coming from. To be honest, it's just this nose and the. Is this a stone door?
Yes. You see a face is bubbling out of the stone.
Somebody needs Cannabis Cloud.
Just everyone's just hot walk the
door.
stone door.
Oh.
I'm so stoned.
Stoned. Hey.
There is a spell in this game called Cannabis Cloud.
There is.
That the god
what
of
level is it?
God of Lust. There's a few different
it's
levels.
not
You
an
take
arcane
a
spell.
gigantic hit from, I believe, a massive Bob Marley-sized joint.
Yes, in the spell definition it says that, and then you breathe it out on your victims, and it gets them super high.
I chose the
You
wrong
can't get
class.
that. Wait, you can't get that spell, can you?
No, it's only from the god of like lust and pleasure and vices.
Oh, maybe it'll be my Lady Gaga character.
Fred.
That'll be the progression. Because it's the god of lust,
really
right?
need to
Yeah.
throw in some of that. So
Okay. Well, this door seems to like company. Let's be bad company and shut up for a while. I could do it with some quiet. He could use a nap.
Are you suggesting
you should
we
practice
just sit
your
here and
mandolin.
meditate?
Oh. I'm so glad you asked. I pull out my mandolin and start strumming.
Oh God.
There
Roll a performance
was a Hordor.
check. Hodor. The question
Hordor.
Or,
Hordor.
Hodor.
It's not Hodor. It's
The
Hodor.
question is, will they kill you before the door goes crazy?
Wait, what's my mandolin skill?
Hopefully,
I had
It's-
not tried thinking of singing shittily.
Oh, it's 19.
Is this a pre-using tactic?
This will be fun either way.
You'll either seduce the door.
it's
or-
it must have been something a ditty you've practiced before.
But it only includes 2 chords.
Yes, it's fairly simple. But would you like to king to us?
Oh, yes.
Hodor, Hodor.
There was a little Hordor who needed to know the word. We told him the word, but he was a bore, so he didn't say the word. Now we're stuck in this room.
It doesn't fucking rhyme.
We're stuck in this room, and it's terrible because my friends smell. My friends really smell. What will I do? I hate the smell. It's coming from the orc and the grell. This is terrible smell. The Hordor won't open up. Oh my god.
I'm starting to get the chorus, I think. Hodor, Hodor.
Hold on, it needs some work. Don't worry, Dory. I'll have it figured out in a moment.
I'm
I
quite
think
impressed
we
by
need
the
to clip
song.
this part, and that can be our entrance to every episode.
Hodor, Hodor.
Yeah. I came up with one rhyme.
Yeah.
There was one rhyme, and
There
there
was
was
one
the-
rhyme.
Yeah.
Growl and smell.
Grell and smell.
Yeah.
What would you guys like to do?
Oh, God.
Can I kick it now?
You can totally turn my.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
kick it.
Yeah.
You.
I got a 17.
Are you trying to intimidate Blake?
I only have intimidate.
You damage your
I
boot.
do.
Does it say anything?
Awful rude. I don't come in kicking you open.
You can't. You're a dumbass door who can't even pronounce Cthulhu.
Could I
Is that the word?
use my
I
lock?
just kind of like tune in.
Yeah.
I've been trying to fucking figure it out all day, like for the last like half hour.
No. Cthulhu's not the word.
What is the word?
Oh, it's wasn't it like Jeffrey?
It's Jeffrey.
Yeah.
You mean like that
Could
magical
I
beast?
Yeah.
The fearsome magical beast.
yeah.
Could I use my
He's-
locking skills with my torture skills to torture the door?
Yes.
That's 2 rolls.
I will say that you can try to torture the door with your lockpicks.
He's really
Just-
ticklish.
Just make a
That's
torture
like,
check.
Does he roll for torture lockpick?
Just make a torture check.
All right.
Wow, this is man, fantasy role playing is fun.
47 of
If he fails, he's
42.
the door's turned on.
I failed by 5.
Well,
Maybe I do swing that way.
since he failed,
High
you go,
five.
oh, man, I've had an itch up there since I don't know when.
I don't want to know where there
But,
is.
but ooh, a little bit to the left. Oh, that hits the hinge. Woo!
Can I?
Any more lockpicks where that came from? Any
Hey,
of you other?
You maybe
What
should
type
know
of
the
hinge
magic
is it?
word.
Yeah, are the hinges
You
on
don't
my
see
side?
hinges.
Shit. Fucking magic doors. Hey, door, what's the first, syllable in the word cat?
Ka?
What's the bottom of a ship called?
Hole!
And,
Duh.
damn it.
So what was the cat thing?
Wait, so what was the word?
No
no one actually told me yet.
It's Jeffrey.
It is actually.
He
Okay.
said it a while ago, but he's just.
Wait,
being
why
annoying.
won't you let us out? You said
Yeah,
the
you
word.
said Jeffrey a second ago, and now you won't let us out.
Ah,
Did you know if you mix a bunch of drugs together and smoke it, it is called a Jeffrey?
Oh yeah.
It will
Is
also
that-
fuck you up.
I know of the Jeffrey.
Yeah, that's like a real
Gromit,
thing.
you may pass.
Ah! Yes! See long, suckers.
I do the train.
I grab onto Gromit.
I chug the train through the door.
Yeah, let's go.
You guys run into the door.
Oh.
Gromit first.
Ah! Yeah. Well, it's not Jeffrey.
Look, what's the point of getting you to say the word if you say it and then
Well,
you won't open up anyway?
Well, he said the word.
well, that wasn't the word.
Well, then what is
Because
it?
it's a fucking asshole door.
Well, if you don't know the word, then you don't deserve to be let out.
Do you know the word?
Of course I do.
I just pull up my
I don't
wineskin
believe
and
you.
just start drinking some more, like sourly. Like,
Wait. Who has a good, Barna? Seduce him.
Hey
Look.
there.
Look, I've gone.
You come here
are you
often?
gonna adore him?
I've had some bad luck recently with my.
Or persuade him
what?
that he does not know the word.
What are you doing?
I don't have fingernails.
We,
I
any one of us have fingernails.
Wait,
Well, it worked in the end.
what did you do?
He was using.
I used the tip of that
this?
to like pop it up a little bit so I could grab it.
Hey,
Let's
Dory. What say you say the word if we take a little wager?
I'm listening.
We could all leave
Friendly-
something cool.
I'm
in your
all
chest.
stone.
A friendly competition, and
Uh-huh.
if we win, you let us out. You say the word. You say Cthulhu, and if you win, we stay longer.
What sort of competition?
A thumb war.
How
A
long is
thumb
longer?
war.
Oh yeah, I know that tune.
What?
Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. I declare a thumb war.
Everyone like finger guns at the door.
Yeah, right. And then I go like, ah.
You drop your mandolin. 1, 2, 3, 4. I declare a thumb war. You dropping your mandolin.
I'm like da 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 da.
I will be the door's champion since it has no thumbs.
What? Damn it, no.
Only if you promise to fight fairly with thine thumbs.
Oh, of course.
It's probably
Swear
a dex-
it.
It's probably a dex check, so you're good.
You know,
Next,
Yeah, I
can
swear.
do it. I can do it.
I'm gonna pull out some cotton
You're
swabs from my
swearing
first
to a
aid
magic
kit and
door.
stick them
You
up my
probably
nose.
won't want to break.
So-
It's so bad.
Question of the poll. Does Dory accept the challenge of a thumb war? With
Please?
Malik as his champion.
You can't even win arm wrestling against a human.
Is it dex or strength for this? Feet of
I
strength or feet
suppose
of
we
agility?
could do another game instead if he doesn't want to do this one.
okay, well,
Last one to finish on the door has to leave 3 gold pieces in the treasure box over there. Just like casually start undoing my pants.
what is
my
that
God,
box
it is
for,
related to fucking
Wow, it's just
Hey.
my companion.
He won't want it
Does it have a
either.
name?
No, why would a chest have a
Now it's
name?
gonna be a
Because it's your
sticky
companion.
stone door.
No, it just sits there, hanging out. It's pretty quiet.
What if I put eyes on it? Will you let us leave?
That sounds weird.
But will you let us leave?
No. You guys can't vote.
No.
Hey, you can't
He
vote.
voted twice. You want all the options. Audience seems
I-
torn.
Yeah. What do you mean? Pick one.
No, don't pick one.
Don't
pick
pick one.
anything but one.
Well, yeah.
Like, you gotta send a magical hand with a bulbous thumb.
Yeah, I know we're in Cthulhu. Now, did you actually mean to? Just because it's a
So he voted twice on 2, so
I would assume so, yeah.
Yay! Wait,
Cool.
what's 2 again?
Which one's winning?
We just do it.
Malik is
2
the
is winning.
champion. Feet of strength.
Dude, there's been a lot of votes for 2.
Yeah. We've got like 30
By a lot of
them.
votes. One person
Yeah.
with 30 votes.
All Cthulhu.
Yep.
Thanks, Cthulhu.
Malik is his champion.
It's always good
All
to
right.
have you around.
So you guys may use either feat of strength or feat of agility.
Agility.
Oh,
Wait, I thought it was
I'm
him.
facing the
No,
ground.
you have to
Yes.
use your best one.
Oh, that's strength.
Instead, you do it for. Okay.
So you probably break his thumb.
I got a 21.
I got
Roll
a
on the
10.
table.
I got an 18.
21.
So you nimbly,
Hooray, plus 14.
deftly dodge and trap his thumb. No!
I tried my best, I
The
swear.
thumb champion.
Will you at least spend the night with me? I'm a little lonely. We could have a sleepover. It would be delightful.
How about I come back?
Can I do a knowledge check and see what time of day it is?
You guys have no idea how long you guys
How
have been
about I
under here.
come back after we finish what we have to do down here?
I will miss you.
Oh, apparently my mom's watching.
Delightful. Welcome back.
Hi, Ben's mom.
Hey.
Dory opens.
No.
I gotta cool these suckers off.
Magic thumb.
Rush out of the room
Yeah,
We all leave.
Right
walk
away.
out of the room.
You guys all leave.
rather quickly.
Man, this place is stupid.
You guys returned.
This is the last
What kind
orb.
of, what kind of king
here.
was this again?
The last orb has doled.
So,
Sweet.
Is
Can
there
we
a
push
door
the
for us
door
to go
open?
through now?
The double doors.
Yeah. As
I will
The
kick
third-
down the door.
the third
Fucking slow down, damn it.
as the third orb fades, you guys stand in front of it, and suddenly, in the middle orb, you see the words "push" appear in the orb.
I will push the door with my foot.
Or does he try to
The
pull?
next words are,
Key motion.
"Ha, sucker, you needed to pull." No.
Got you. LOL.
Lols. Got him.
Push in case of emergency.
So the
I am
door.
very much in the rear.
Literally just pushes open into like an oblivion hole. Falls through.
Hole of Oblivion!
Swear to God,
Okay.
if those are dog heads that shoot fire, I'm out.
Yeah, I'm in the back of the group this time.
I'm in the back.
I'm in
got
the
you.
front.
You guys.
Robert's front.
I'm just in front of Dumbledore.
Ah, god damn it. And Trez has his magic sword, which we have.
Are there orbs?
There are no orbs. Oop, that's.
What about
I'm good at drawing circles.
taxidermy?
Pseudo fake taxidermy.
So, what you guys been up to? Because I've been sitting here talking to Dory for a minute.
You go first and find out what's in this room. We've been
As long
having a
as
time.
I don't get locked in here, I'll be okay with that. Yeah. But you guys took a while to find me. I was getting worried no one would ever do.
It was 30 minutes.
Who are you
Gromit.
again?
Yeah, I don't like being trapped in rooms.
All right.
I didn't look, I swear. Tempting.
Message for Gromit.
Message for Gromit.
How drunk would a 186 5'7" dwarf be after a full wineskin?
Probably.
In like within a half hour.
Probably not. That you'd probably be just starting to get a little buzzed. Just because you have such high constitution.
Cool.
Just, that's not from the alcohol, then he just sounds defeated.
Yeah. So, you guys see a long hallway in front of you with two alcoves in which burn large bonfires,
Like in a basin, or just like on the ground?
like in a basin.
Neat.
And they illuminate this hall. And this hall is gilded. All the stone is gilded with silver, gold,
Ooh.
and it looks quite exquisite. All of it dances in the torchlight. You can see a room at the end of the hallway and two doors at the very far end. What are you guys going to do?
Well, I'll go first, just because I'm fine with that.
I'll go right next
I'll
to him.
just keep going.
I'll be right next to him.
Okay.
I'll kind of
Because
stop
it's
in the
double wide.
middle of the next room.
So you guys enter a large room with
Yeah, I'll
a
follow behind
statue
you.
in each of the corners.
Ah.
There are two doors on the far end, and there's two passageways. One to the right,
You want to be in the
in
back,
which
yeah.
you can see
Oh yeah, if possible.
strange pieces of furniture. And to the left, which appears to be a small alcove, and you can see a bench.
What kind of statues are around?
Or two benches, I should say. Alright. So, in the far left corner, you see a woman with her hands with a baby in her hands, and her hair is wrapped entirely around her body. She appears not to be wearing clothing, but her hair is obscuring everything.
This is a person or a statue?
A statue.
Okay.
Yeah, I was like,
In the far right corner, you see a man with a lute strumming upon it.
Is the loot removable?
Lute is an L-U-T-E, not L-O-O-T.
I know.
Nearest to you,
Potato?
you see an elf posed in a cross-legged position with his hands positioned in a way that appears to be meditating.
It's a fairy.
And in the far left corner, you see a woman dancing, posed up upon one foot.
You said the walls are like filigree and gold and silver?
Yes. You're gonna start chipping some out.
Left up like a dude.
Are you actually gonna start chipping
sure.
some out?
Yeah, gold and silver. I'm fucking poised.
wait, which statue is he doing?
I'm broke.
He's trying to chip some of the gold out of the stone.
Oh, okay.
Said the walls are
I'm
gold
gonna do the
filigree.
same on a different
Primitive
statue.
grill.
So it's just it's on the walls, not on the
It's
statues.
Walls.
I'll head towards this weird circle room with the benches.
Okay.
I'll go towards the other room.
Okay.
Are those doors?
Yes.
I'll like
Cthulhu.
work my way over and just kind of like push them open
Okay.
or pull, whatever they
All right.
appear to
So
be.
you guys are all going to different rooms.
Yep.
I'm
like
gonna
that.
stay within like earshotting range. I'm not letting this door
Oh,
close
right.
behind me.
Okay. So,
I'm going like 3/4 through the door.
we will start with Daniel. Daniel, you step into a small cubby. You see 2 alcoves to either side. One bench is facing each one. One of them, you see a small statue
Gonna double cove.
made of gold with a man with a torch held above his head. That's sitting right here.
All right.
Directly across from you, with no bench, is a small statue of an armored warrior with his sword posed and ready as its side and a shield close. On the other bench, you see a small statue made of silver with a woman in plain robes. Candles line the walls in even smaller alcoves, from the floor all the way to the ceiling, 15 feet above you.
Oh, this is tall.
And you see, now that you're starting to look around, tucked in the corner, there's a long pole with a wick at the end. You assume that's how they lit the candles.
Okay. Clearly some sort of prey area. And you said the one on this side was gold, correct?
Yes.
You would like to move it around, see if there's like something going on with it.
Okay. You kind of fiddle with it around, and nothing happens.
I'm just gonna put it in my bag.
All right. You stuff it into your bag.
Just try to check if anything happens.
Nothing's happened.
Move on to the next one.
All
It's
right.
the same thing.
You start to move it, and you hear a ding 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 ring. And you twist around, and the ringing is gone.
I wanna like.
Dude, did anyone else hear that?
No one else heard the
I'm
ringing.
gonna buy a small
Put it in
bell
your
just to
bag.
freak people out.
I'm setting it back. I'm like,
You set it back down.
I rush out of the room and
Okay.
I see
You
where I'm
flee out of the room.
terrified.
Dumbledore, what'd you find, bud? You look.
Then there were statues, and I heard a bell. There's a bell.
Oh. Oh no. I'm an observation check.
You guys all ready yourselves?
Yeah, like
Another fucking dog.
What about
I don't see anything.
What's going on in my room?
You guys witness nothing. You
Okay.
enter a room, which is the strangest room that you've ever seen in a dungeon. For filling the room are 6 postered beds with silken curtains hanging down, obscuring them. And at the far end, you see a platform, a raised platform with an even more glamorous postered bed.
Alright.
These ones appear to have silken curtains of fairly plain design. They're still silk, but they're plain. While the one at the end has beautiful designs and
I will
Crossword.
go to the one at the end and move it aside and see what's on the bed.
okay. You stride aside and you move the curtain, and you see you see laying on the bed.
68 corpses.
Wait, give me one more.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. I was like, what would be the weirdest thing to see there? That.
You see
This is
easily
how it is.
one of the most beautiful women.
Bloody savages.
One of the most gorgeous ladies you've ever seen in your entire life.
Not
Are
beautiful,
you going
gorgeous.
to Bill Cosby her?
Oh God, that's terrible.
You see golden brown hair that
wouldn't
cascades in waves
Maybe
down
she's
to her
dead.
shoulders. And you're looking at her and you're kind of in shock. And you pause for you see that she has a thin veil over her face. And you see it start to move. And you rub your eyes and you look and you can even see her chest moving up and down.
Get that holy water out of there.
Yes, I get all the ladies. Yes.
All right, you pee on her,
Oh, shit.
and nothing happens.
I draw my axe.
All right,
What?
And I
What do you
gently
not
move
draw your
aside
axe
the
for?
veil.
Or yeah, talking doors.
you gently move aside the veil with the axe.
No, with my hand.
Okay, I'm just like
Axe is ready.
scraping your face.
Axe is ready, and I'm moving aside the veil.
So,
Fair enough.
The
It's
piss
not
soaked veil,
vampires.
probably.
Not vampires.
so you
She's been slightly waterboarded.
yeah, it's just like what?
Good, you're alive.
You slowly move aside the veil, and you see her eyes flutter open.
Probably pink eye.
Probably pink eyes at this point.
And you see them meet with you, and they're the deepest blue that you've ever seen.
Except mine.
And yeah, except you see Aparna's eyes staring back at you, and
I noticed. I'm like, my eyes are better. You know,
my eyes are better.
Guys, we got a live one.
We'll make it not so.
You aren't even able to say that yet because you kind of like meeting her eyes. You feel like your hard, calloused, piss-crust heart slowly
Hey, it's padded on the inside.
slowly melt a little.
Yeah, because it's full of leather.
Yeah.
Oh, got him.
And you see her eyes, and she gets up.
Looking at this chick not only
And
caused a minor stroke, but also
her
caused it to
eyes-
drop across.
Wait,
Scan the room.
epilepsy, Robin. Epilepsy. To see her cause epilepsy.
I'm really hard
And-
right now, but nobody can tell.
That's right. Yeah.
And her eyes settle on you, and she appears to kind of have a look of disappointment. And then, what is that smell?
I hit a rat off your body. It peed on you.
A rat.
Yes, it was very,
Wait,
very
I
large
look
rat.
over to hear who Malik is
No,
talking to.
no, you're far away.
Can I hear him?
Why are you guys in the
Because I would
can
go
I
over
get
if
the
I
rod?
heard him
Yeah,
talking.
Sure, I'll say
Rob
you can
off.
start to make your way.
Okay. Yeah.
We're back to the
and
destroyer. You're
she looks
back
at
to
you.
peaceful.
Why
You're
have
the
you
same
awakened
dude.
me?
And we're getting this for
Saw
Xavier
his bed. I
Zon-
wanted to
Don-
see what was in it, and you're the
Tontopoulos.
most beautiful woman I've ever seen. So I moved beside your veil
Okay.
to see if you were alive.
And what of all my servants?
I haven't checked any other beds yet.
Check them for me.
Oh, what do I get for doing that?
Malik,
Already have your
Malik, who is this beautiful lady?
creature?
I don't fucking know. I just moved the veil and she popped up.
Excuse me, did you pee on her?
It was a rat.
Probably not.
Excuse him. Here, I pull out. Oh, do I have perfume? Please tell me.
You do, remember?
Wait,
you purchased some.
Oh, yes, I did. Wait, I'm gonna give her. I'm like, please accept this in condolences for his poor behavior. He has a weak bladder.
Why, thank
I
you.
didn't pee on her.
She dumps the entire thing.
Gargles it.
Dude's all
I-
capsing at you.
I accept you. I accept this gift. Thank you.
I pull out my wand of flowers and conjure a rose, and I was like, for a beautiful lady.
It
A
doesn't
charming
do roses.
gentleman. I
Sort of switch my robe so it covers up my bloody right thigh.
I am Queen Lilibeth, and you may all bow now.
Why?
I give a quick bow, just not a full kneel, but a quick.
She just watches you.
I stand there.
And what? Sorry, what was the name again, Eli?
Lilibeth.
Lilibeth. And Queen Lilibeth, what why are you in this tomb?
She's just watching Malik.
I bow to no one.
That's true. He's excuse his half work. He's
Queen of what? This shithole?
Queen of Jack and shit.
he
Jack just left
he does
town.
not know the proper courtesy due to one of your stature.
I will forgive him this time.
Yeah, next time what are you
For-
gonna do? Look at me?
Awakening me and awakening me from my slumber. It looks as if she kind of casts her eyes on the other beds. It looks as if some things may have gone awry. But tell me, how fares my empire?
What
How
empire is
fares
that?
Calamar?
When was the last time you were awake?
It's a fucking shithole.
Calamar does not prosper?
It's not an empire anymore.
Well, we just saved Calamar, actually.
No, we saved the city.
Malik,
Calamar is no longer an empire?
Yeah, it's just a bunch of lords feuding over cities and shit like that now. They don't really do much except bicker among themselves.
No! And she throws the perfume against the floor, and as she
that was a lot of perfume.
as she smashes against the floor, you're like, what?
Why?
What you guys see is her face, beautiful and fair. Suddenly, it becomes shrill and
Malik,
contoured,
look what
and
you
her hair goes gray, and she shrieks, and both of you guys have to
damn
cover
shriek.
your ears.
Ah, fuck!
And you see her kind of like pull herself back together, and she once more returns. To
What
the beautiful
kind of
woman.
magic was that?
No magic.
Why,
Bullshit.
Why were you sleeping down here if you were a queen?
I
I don't understand.
had plans that were put in motion, and of course, my fair husband's death, untimely death,
When,
caused me to pause them.
and
So of
when-
course, I had to be buried beside him.
when did your
And-
husband die?
And who was your husband?
We already know.
They buried you alive?
They did not think.
I'm not even in the same room, but
They did not. It was my intention to be buried alive, so that my plans would come to fruition.
What plans are these?
Clearly, they have not gone as planned.
Necrophilia plans.
That was my plans. She woke up.
She likes the rigor mortis.
Oh.
My husband was King Idvar, the Peaceful. Or the Destroyer, if you may.
And
That's important.
That's just not really going together.
seems like a conflicted man.
It's a Juicy contradiction.
Can Malik say a word
Like-
that big?
What?
Can Malik say a word
What?
that big?
Yeah, I'm actually really good at speaking
When-
Calamar.
How long ago were you buried here?
Oh, let me check my clock. I know not. Of what year is it?
Say the year.
Nice.
By
1944.
I think it's year 452 by Calamarian
I
standard.
believe it's 769-420.
8675309.
Yeah, I say that 8675309. Ayin.
Ayin.
Like the song.
She she looks at you puzzled.
That's okay.
Could that much time have passed?
No, it's just the song. So it's like 444.
452.
452.
I have slumbered for much longer
Damn
than I
it!
anticipated.
Where's the holy water? Who has the holy water?
It has been.
Calm down.
Trez evaporated.
He probably put his hand on it.
It has been near 300 years
Ah.
since I.
Well, I
Ah.
doubt
Began my slumber.
Calamar is.
Hey,
as
Barna, finally
She
one your
obviously
age.
needed to catch up on her piece.
$5, you can sleep with him.
She's been awake for like 2 minutes. You're already prostituting someone. to
Well,
her.
no matter.
Peed on perfume.
I.
She hasn't even had her coffee yet. Like, life must be
She's
really
got
sucking.
bedhead.
Heard her whole empire's gone to shit.
So,
That is.
what is your purpose now that you have been awoken by the smelly one?
I have a name.
I know.
I
You
must
said my name.
regain my power.
And how you plan to do that?
Trez would
I've-
want to follow her.
I have certain things that will undoubtedly be
Is she
still
just
in
saying
play.
all of
What
this
kind of
like
things?
lying on her back? Like,
No,
I have
she's
great
gotten
power.
up. She's not like. No, she's gotten up and she stands before you.
What
Okay.
kind of
She
things?
got up through the perfume, remember?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. I was imagining her just lying on her back like
Like,
great
5,
power.
Start
4.
walking over. 'cause
Wander around
it's
the
been a
corner.
minute.
Like, this
Yeah, you see
filigree
her.
is not coming off.
I'm following you too. There's bells! There's bells!
Yeah,
Behind him.
and she kind of looks shocked at. This filigree is not coming off, and bells.
Terrified.
She raises an eyebrow. I have.
I have my weapons drawn as I'm mentioning it.
The bells! The bells are ringing!
Whom the bell tolls.
Who was that? The hunchback?
No, he's the dumbass.
He's seen better days.
Yeah, I'm not looking good.
How have you stayed alive this long?
Magic.
Told you it was magic.
Ta-da!
Ta-da!
And now, Malik with the bash.
Alakazam!
Malik with the bash, right?
proper administrations of moisturizing oils and
Magic.
And then stasis.
having a healthy fit.
Vegan diet.
Is there
You're
other
looking-
people in the beds?
Yes. So
You
you
not
check
like
out one of the
that?
beds.
Yeah.
You pull
Kale
open one of the other
smoothies.
beds and you see a skeleton of a woman.
No.
Planet of
And
the Apes.
okay, you start searching
When he
through.
lands on the planet.
No, like
the
just
other
like
capsule.
off the bed. I don't want.
Okay.
I don't really want to touch her.
Oh, so you like prod her off the bed.
Get it.
As you knock her off,
I'm gonna move.
you notice a sparkle of gold fall off the bed.
Yes,
I
I do
know
that
gold
noise. I
made
do
that
that
sound.
noise. The gold
Perfect
clattering.
sound for that.
You see one set of gold earrings.
Is like curtain? Can she see what I'm doing? Over curtain.
The main
Gold! I
Uh,
hear it.
lady, she can,
We're like,
I run over to
but it's kind of
another
on the
bed.
ground. You don't see it.
I'm just
Can I
gonna
hear it?
tie my boot real fast.
I'm trying to get my attention about the bells. Guys, I heard a bell. I think there's another room. I heard a bell, like with the dogs. They're coming.
I think they would have been here by now, Bob. I'm gonna.
You're just walking away from the woman.
I mean, she's just standing there being
I kind of see like
imperious.
there's a group of people like in one side of the room, like clapping, doing something. There's just a Barna leaving. I'm just going.
I'm just like, well.
What the fuck are we doing?
She is still talking to you.
I'm
Oh,
gonna-
she is.
Yes.
Oh, I
I'm
thought
gonna
she
walk
stopped.
to the
There's just a
closest-
lot of interruptions
I'm
that's
gonna walk to
happening.
the
Yeah.
closest other bed and check the body for gold.
You don't know to check it for gold.
I will go and check the bed.
You're still talking to the woman right now.
I'm gonna walk away from the woman.
We're not.
I'm gonna ask. So, what is the motive of this this tomb? Why were you buried with your husband?
Traditions.
Traditions.
I do not
It's
care for them. I easily avoided them, as you can see, and I shall quickly regain my power as soon as I return.
Are you,
Do
are
you
you a
want to join
practicer
the
of magic
party?
as well?
Yes.
Witch!
I think we should take his travels.
Ah.
Fancy myself at
You
least
are-
a dabbler.
Adventurers of the you know something of Calamar as it stands now?
Something.
Then
More than you!
then aid me in regaining my power.
No thanks,
And you
he
shall
already
have-
has AIDS.
And you shall have more wealth
Lizard AIDS.
and power than you ever conceived of.
I kind of enter the room hearing wealth and power. Quickly jog up to the corner and be like, "Hi, I'm Gromit. I heard wealth and power, and both of those things are things I'm very much interested in. How can I be of service? I'm happy to do whatever I need to.
Anything, you name
Anything. I may not be sober the whole time, though.
Can you throw a wink in with this?
But like a really obvious one.
Like
Lead
anything.
into it a
Like
little
a
bit.
wealth and power?
I'll do anything.
Trigger words?
Clip that one.
Honey, say no more. I'm already wet.
I am all ears.
And hands.
That was the
You
funniest
had me
introduction. Oh, hello, my name's Gromit. I heard wealth and power. Anything you want, I got.
You're just giving away those things. I'll take one helping.
And what do we have to do to get this wealth and power?
Serve me as my
Deal.
warrior. I will have many tasks in the upcoming future.
Give us a second to talk about this.
I don't want to talk about anything.
But guys, there were bells.
So you guys huddle
You
away.
probably killed it.
What else was in the room?
There were statues.
I'm gonna go over
Did
to the
you
other room.
fuck with one of them?
I touched it and I heard bells.
Did you
Guess
not
we learned
take
not to
it?
touch statues.
The bells already went off. You should take the statue.
It wasn't gold or anything though.
I'm gonna go investigate.
Okay.
Me and empty spot.
Okay, so
There's
you're
3
just gonna leave?
spots, and you only took 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, so how many people are going to that other room?
I'm gonna
Not-
stay here.
Okay.
And where I'm at. Just because
yeah.
it took me a minute to get there.
Yeah.
Are you dipping?
Yeah, I'm going to the room to check for stuff.
Okay,
Staying.
after he leaves, I'm gonna just kind of like look at an earshot, like watch him. Like, okay, I think he's far enough. I say we agree to whatever she wants, but then keep profit 75% for us, and then give him like 15%.
I don't know about this. Were these her slaves or her
His
servants?
math is really good there. We keep 70% of the profit, give him 15%.
I mean, I'm not disagreeing with that.
I was thinking about keeping a little bit extra myself.
Or you're just bad at math, which is entirely possible. He's like, we keep 3, and he'll keep 2.
70-15.
It's 5 out of 7. I don't know. We keep it.
So, Malik, you see, once again, the 2 benches. The walls are lined with small alcoves for
Right.
candles. And you see 3 larger alcoves. One,
Empty.
which is empty,
The gold, the
One.
warrior.
with a silver warrior, and
that's
another. What?
You said gold last time.
No, I got the gold one.
Yeah, you got the gold.
Yeah.
No, he said gold, gold, silver.
Okay, what did you guys screw up?
I was
with?
paying
Gold,
attention.
silver,
Oh,
and then
We're
Gold,
arguing about agreeing to all
Steel.
of her terms.
The
of
second one's
condition.
steel, and the last one is silver.
Oh, fuck steel. I'm going to the silver one.
Okay.
I don't know. You can hit someone over the head with a steel one.
Nothing
You-
happened.
Nothing
I
happens.
stick it in my bag. I go over to the steel one.
Okay.
I pick it up.
Nothing happens.
I put
Because
it in
I
my
already
bag.
heard
and
the
walk
bell.
away.
Alright.
Go back to the other room.
Okay.
Did
A
you-
ball!
Before he gets back, do we have a deal?
I don't know. These might have been her slaves.
Whatever.
By stealing the effigies of the gods, does Malik incur their
That's
wrath?
spelling effigies.
Lizard AIDS. Lizard AIDS. Lizard AIDS.
Does Malik invoke the wrath
Oh, Blizzard AIDS.
of the
Whoa,
gods?
whoa, he already stole one too.
I didn't take the one that triggered the bell though.
Bam. Hit him with that.
And he
bell.
only took 1.
I took 2, yeah.
Yeah, but you did
So
take the
you
more
get
valuable
2/3
one.
the curse.
Yeah, the steel one was probably the cursed one though.
That's true.
But I can sell this shit, so it doesn't matter.
Do you lose
We'll
money?
find out.
Or
Can we
is
vote?
there like a amount you lose for selling cursed items?
They don't know it's cursed.
And most cursed items you don't know are cursed until you use them in a dangerous situation.
Like the one
So
that
like if you had, for example, like boots of springing, and if you you could test it as much as you want in a non-dangerous situation, and it would work perfectly fine. But as soon as you'd go to leap across a chasm, they'd fail. Or even worse, they'd like make you fall like a rock or something. Like that's when the curse would actually
Wow.
happen.
Increased
That just
gravity.
sounds like enabling the DM to be a dick.
Well, you know.
He's giving you a cursed item.
Favorite
Like,
pastime of the DM.
Every item's secretly cursed if we fuck with it too much.
Everything I pick up gets
Every
a
item is
curse.
secretly a mimic or a curse.
Who's voting?
Hey, who's general-
The audience.
And the DM, whose computer I have.
Yeah, ignore
Oh
General
wait,
Ripple.
your message was not sent because identical to the previous one you sent. Less than 30 seconds.
You did one twice.
I did one enter, one enter, one enter. And it kept saying I couldn't do it. It's identical to the previous message you sent less than 30 seconds. A
So-
cursed mimic.
What everyone else is doing?
So the poll wins with the sound of bells.
Ah,
Ring bells.
is that what it ends with?
Yeah.
Okay. So,
Gods are angered, nothing happens, and ding ding.
so yeah, you faintly hear in the back of your mind ringing.
Does it stop ever?
Nothing else is new. Keep on.
Might be the concussion.
You goddamn tinnitus.
Smell pennies.
So,
I'm gonna go. I'd like to walk up to the lady.
she watches you. Well, thank you.
Didn't know Grell knew how to do that.
I don't really know what to do beyond this.
Cashew, thank you for the follow.
Hey!
I'm just standing like this. That's all it was. Like I
Oh,
don't.
you're
I
just-
don't know what to do now. That's
Just
do I,
kinda like
do I kiss her
awkwardly
hand?
smiling.
No, actually, it's just shut up.
She nods her head in your direction.
I bow. Yeah.
Look, I am.
She nods again at you.
I do it again.
She nods at you.
He's kind of watching this. This is the most fucking awkward thing I've ever seen in my life. I've been following Malik around for a week.
I moved to the other
What
side.
say you?
Cannot say I will commit myself to servitude of one I did not know. It's too far of a commitment.
It's like Lilith or something. You know her.
Can I have a 30-day return policy? If I don't like the terms and conditions, I can cancel.
I will wait here for you to finish defiling my husband's tomb. I care not for it.
I'm glad
I
you fucking
turn
knows
around,
exactly
like-
what we're doing too.
A fair assessment.
I care not for what you do with my husband's tomb.
That's fair.
Kiss on him.
He probably will.
But when you return, I will expect an answer.
Can I just give you an answer now?
Or you could
You
wait.
have several times.
I fucking want the money.
Your service will be well rewarded.
So do I just chill here? What?
So how did these guys end up buried with you?
What type
I
of?
was kinda
what
like-
type-
Those are my handmaidens.
Were they servants or slaves?
I walk over to it in your bed,
Meh.
push the bones off, and sit on it.
What kind of ruler are you, Willa? Do you rule with a fist? Or are you kind to your citizens?
I rule well enough to lead Calamar to its massive glory.
I thought that was your husband.
Then you know little of history. Or true history.
Yeah, Mal.
Hey, history goes to the victor, so you obviously didn't win.
I doubt you can even read history.
You're right.
Don't need to read to know.
You want me to fight him for you? I'll do it.
Yes.
I've been itching for it all day.
Fair enough.
Just kind of standing at the woman's side, like slightly.
My
off.
battle
I'm
axe.
ready.
My battle axe is still in my hand
Yeah.
from before.
Well, let's go to the tomb and then we can return.
Defile! I run out of the room.
Defile!
I kind of get excited and start to follow, but like stop and like look back, like
I kind of nod.
I'll
and
be right back.
She nods at you and gestures you off.
I have a quick bow. We will return.
I will be waiting.
Damn right you will.
You see, as you leave, you see her. Yeah.
Hey, Grell man, you don't have to just stand there. It's okay.
You just, what is that, a dab? You just dab out?
Like,
Oh,
Thank you.
He's just having a seizure.
Why is that lady still alive down here?
Magic. Awful things.
Fucking hate magic.
interesting magic though.
I realized if you flip Nos upside down, it says sun.
Yeah, it's true.
I totally random, I know, but I just kind of looked down. I was like, I don't buy a
Sun, energy.
You're like, what is this, son?
But now it's like hard to read it as something.
Wait, they
else.
should make another drink that's called Dad.
Dad.
And when you read it upside down,
Son.
it says dad.
It still says Dad.
Either
So,
way,
Ground
It's an
and
ambigram
Malik
or
go
whatever.
first, right?
Oh, I charged through that door.
Which door?
The one on the right.
You're charging through it?
Yeah.
Blindly?
Yeah.
All right.
I
I'm
kick
gonna
it
tell my friend I
actually.
love the Sun energy drinks.
And you
send him a
charge in?
picture Of this.
Yep.
Do you charge in? All right, you charge in.
That's
Whoa.
his
All
style.
of the questions, yes.
It says son.
Oh, yeah, totally does.
Jesus. Okay, I need to get in here.
Dad? Hey! He popped the top! Oh, he popped your top.
Please no. I need no dots.
Oh,
that's
that's
a-
2 rooms.
Or
Ooh, it might be the peaceful.
queen size and king size.
It's either
room.
peaceful or the destroyer.
Oh, hey, Cider.
Come here.
Attack kitty
We'll see if she's nice. She's gonna rub
She's
on me.
not.
for a second.
Sometimes she can be nice.
Tell her claws to get into your body and affect
As
your
long
very soul.
as she doesn't bite my armpit, which she's too late. She honestly just loves my.
She
BO.
really likes BO. It was
Yeah.
weird. Like she like yesterday.
Specifically my BO.
Yeah.
Eli thinks I smell like trees. And that's why the cat likes it.
Are you charging?
Yeah.
Question. Oh. What are you at? I'm at 1.
What are you at? I'm at 1.
Oh, did we get a new follow?
Yeah,
Oh,
that was a
okay.
while ago.
Oh, was it? Oh, yeah.
That's why we went A.
Hey.
That's why we
yeah.
ate.
That's why I don't scroll down. I just want to be excited all the time about the followers we're getting.
CIDR? Explain, Cthulhu.
No,
Cider.
the
Oh.
cat.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cider the cat.
It's not how you spell cider.
I don't know. Hey, the
Cthulhu
cat.
knows the cat's name better than I do.
Yeah, I'm gonna be a little on edge now.
Jesus, this is
Yeah.
not going to be good.
So, Malik charges in, and you see him, ah, and then a fall.
Yeah, what happens if you charge in and then like beyond the door, it's like one of those storm doors, and you just.
That's what happened.
He runs off this side, and you see him disappear.
Down.
Yes. Everyone else steps in, and they see a very unusual room.
I hawk a loogie down to see how far it is.
You can see
Also
that.
aiming at
Malik.
like a little bit like it would be cool if I hit him, but we should see how far it is.
Does he often make a habit of peeing on other people?
Yeah.
Usually my dead enemies.
We should return
I'm
the
like,
favor.
I hear you. That
I
would
got
be
an
so
idea.
uncivilized. But we are in a tomb, pilfering a tomb.
So,
With the
New
occupants
things,
awake.
right?
I unzip my fly.
Also, unzip my fly.
And then,
I mean, I don't
and
know
then I
this
decide
guy.
that I'm not going to.
I'm gonna pee on. And
I'm not going to go down there level, and I unzip my fly.
What do we see in here?
So
as we peek in.
here's what you see.
We don't have
You
this.
see a ledge on this side of the room,
My
and on the
pants have
far
that.
corner, you see another ledge, upon which sits a throne. A body sits on this throne, and you can see him wearing a magnificent helm, upon which glows a red gem.
it's mine.
Race you to it.
I fucking jump.
Wait! A ruby! A scepter sits across his lap.
Can I try to land on top of him?
Hold on. Between here and there,
A flying RKO out of nowhere.
I roll out of the way, feet of agility.
there's a numerous number of thin pillars that fill the room. Between them is nothing. 20 feet down, you guys can see water rushing.
I'm in water.
Next to the platform, you see 2 more faces of demons with their mouths open and water pouring from them. The water on the ground appears to be flowing in 2 directions. Some of it appears to be flowing towards another demon head in the far corner, and the other is flowing here. Malik, I need you to make a swimming check.
Oh, I can swim.
Hopefully.
With all that weight, you're carrying like 3 weapons, yeah?
I'm under the incoming rig. I stole the shit ton.
Oh, okay.
I take a knee and start praying for 5 minutes.
Okay. You pray for 75
No,
minutes?
for 5 minutes.
Oh, okay. I was like, jeez.
For now, we're just.
You're just like, yo, guys, I'm gonna be busy.
Hail
So
Marys.
you guys see Malik, and you hear a splash, and anyone looking over sees him starting to be swept between the pillars towards one of the faces.
Thought he said he could swim.
Oh wait, is that a touch spell?
Buoyancy.
I think it's a touch spell.
Getting that crowd.
Too bad he brushed in there without
Very minor
consulting
bloom.
anyone or
Nice.
considering anything or really quickly, so he couldn't stop or anything like that.
5 minutes.
Bummer.
We'll make it across in 5 minutes.
No, I get it. That's just to summon it.
Yeah. I mean, we have to get there.
Yes. What is everyone else doing?
Praying.
I'm gonna hop on a pillar.
Okay.
My character is trying to remember if
Feet of
buoyancy's a
agility?
touch
So yeah. So it's an easy leap,
Okay.
but you land on which pillar are you jumping on?
Oh,
Shit.
range. What? How much do you weigh?
Currently I am at 170 with
Oh,
about 17 pounds a year.
Oh, perfect.
So which pillar are you jumping on?
I was
That
gonna
one
jump
down.
on this one to
All
see
right.
if I could
So
help him up.
you leap on that one.
Yeah.
Roll feat of agility.
26.
Wow.
It shakes.
You are agile.
Yes. That's the only
It
thing
shakes
I do
dramatically,
well. Oh shit.
back and forth.
Okay.
I cast buoyancy on myself.
Okay.
And then
Would you mind doing that one more time?
you don't even know what I cast.
I assume you're doing something.
Yes, I am. And I cast it on Malik
Okay.
at a distance.
At a distance. So you see Malik bob up, but he's still being carried in the water.
Okay.
I will. Can I take?
Oh, okay. So that might not
I
work.
take the chain from around my chest and try and lasso.
The 10-foot
pillar.
chain
While
All right.
swimming.
while trying to
I'm
swim.
He's
floating,
buoyant.
You're
now.
buoyant.
and I'm just gonna try and lasso.
But I
the pillar.
mentioned it would be like trying to lasso on a water bed. Like, have you tried standing on a water bed?
Yeah, it's
That's
actually-
let alone moving already? That would be really hard.
Could do this if I sit beyond until the water level rises.
Just keep pissing.
Dude, that would be an impressive bladder feat right there.
So what are you? You're praying. You guys cast a spell,
I hopped.
and
Do I see
You
the
hopped.
gem and everything on the
Yes.
outside of the room?
what are you gonna do now?
I was,
We'll just go around. We'll just keep going around
I
in
was
circles.
just gonna follow him along as he's being swapped away.
Okay.
Hopping to pillar after him.
How tall are these pillars?
That's a 32.
It got a 26. So you leap again, and it sways, and you balance 20 feet.
Jesus
Up in the air.
Christ. That
Wait,
is
so that's just
not
one of those
possible for
doors.
me.
Oh, right. As you fall, you took 3 points of
Through
damage.
my armor.
Doesn't he
Uh,
land
yeah.
in the water?
What?
Doesn't he land in the water?
Yeah.
Oh,
So it's half.
gotcha.
Can I check the other door
Just.
Yeah.
instead?
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna take a look, see what's going on in the door that he jumped in stupidly. Now I'm gonna open the other door and see if there's like a way around to the altar the fast way. Because that'd be really dumb if we didn't take that route.
I'm gonna study the currents.
All right.
Oh fuck! Are you fucking kidding me?
I'm not gonna let this door close behind me. I've learned my fucking lesson. Amar, are you still up here, like with me?
I'm kind of in here on this platform looking at the currents.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you. I'm scoping out this door, or the door next door, because it could be a way around.
Okay, okay.
But if I should get locked in,
I'm focusing right now. Just go do it.
Okay.
I'm focusing right now. Just go do it. So, this door opens, and you see a series of pews which look upon.
Okay, that's better than what I thought you said. I thought you said a series of pubes. I'm like,
You immediately identify them as pubes
Massive pubes.
facing an altar.
Anything on the altar?
No.
No? Anything in the pews?
So the walls are decorated with mosaics of different religious ceremonies. And in the far corner, you see a mirror. No, not a mirror. You see a door.
Door. Okay.
Yes.
I'm gonna, while looking at the stuff, make my way over.
The
Looking
door
for any, like-
shimmers with a mirror-like quality, and you
I,
can
like,
see yourself in it.
touch it?
Yeah.
What does it do?
You touch a mirror.
Okay. I was just curious if it was like.
Ah!
I don't trust anything anymore.
you
Are you alive?
you
I
see
kinda
your,
yell at the door.
you see yourself. Are you alive?
Dory! Do you know Dory?
Dory, do you know Dory?
Any responses from the door?
No.
I just kind of look at it for a moment again, which I realize after a moment of this that I'm just yelling at myself in the mirror. And
it took you,
are there
like,
door
same
handles?
old
Yes, there's a handle.
All right, I'm gonna open it.
Okay, you step through. Abarna, what are you doing?
I'm studying the currents to figure out if there's
Okay.
a way to get like across.
You're still being swept forward.
Yep.
Because you're
water
fumbling
temples.
for your chain. Roll a d4. See how long it's going to take you.
3 seconds.
It's going to take you 3 seconds. And you're slowly drifting forward towards this gaping demon maw.
So I obviously can't stand up.
No.
Alright.
Adios.
You're back. It's like you're in a
Lazy river.
lazy river.
Okay.
Does this count as a bath form?
Yes.
How big is the demon mouth?
Wide enough that any of you could fit through it.
Okay. Are there like sharp teeth and shit?
Nope.
Anything protruding off the demon?
Anything like? Wow.
I mean,
Nothing
aside
on
from
the
the facial structure.
Alright, is there some way I can hook my chain on it? So if I start.
I mean, you can try to grab the side as you're floating into it.
But like, could I attach a javelin to my chain and like Spirit's Eye?
You're also gonna pull out a javelin while you're floating.
Maybe.
Okay.
That's why he has all these
you
weapons in case he got caught in a flood
So,
with minor current. while
In
he's
4
floating.
seconds, you'll be able to also pull out your javelin.
Well, let's just see what happens in 3 seconds.
Okay. What are you doing?
I'm gonna go pee.
That's a 33.
All right, you've leapt over to the next one, and these are swaying dramatically, and you're managing to hold your.
Wow.
Just
These appear to be all made of stone, but yet every time you land on it, they're swaying wildly.
Whoever builds tombs is a dick.
Okay. I'm gonna.
Barna, you see, it appears that the flow seems divided. Half of it is flowing towards the left maw, half of it's flowing to the right.
Each one of these is 5.
Yeah, about so. It's an easy enough jump, but what you've noticed is it's the landing that gets crazy.
Yeah, well, I might just do the whole jump if I want to. Springing and buoyant.
Well, if you hit your head on the ceiling.
Yeah. How tall is the ceiling?
Whap!
These are 15 feet.
Oh, okay.
From
Lessons
wait,
are learned
from there or from my point?
Well, I mean, I didn't.
Well,
have a problem.
from your point,
Too good
it's
with magic.
35.
Okay.
It was the other buffoons that hit their head on the ceiling.
I did.
So you're being swept closer. And as you get closer, you see that the water is flowing through the maw, but there's a grate.
Okay, so I can't go through.
No.
Sweet.
Well, that's great.
Your skin
I will put my
pressed
chain
against
back.
the
Okay.
I'll stop getting my chain out.
Okay.
Back
What are you doing?
What can I say?
There's really no way I can help him, is there?
Nope.
I mean, I'm on a pillar, he's in the water. Okay.
Yeah.
Go towards the.
He'll figure it
Okay.
out.
You're jumping in the other direction.
It's a 25.
You've leapt across to the next pillar.
Yeah.
Damn.
What are you doing?
So,
It looks like he's got it.
What?
I don't have to do anything.
what is on the other side exactly?
You
Sorry,
see
I know you
a
described that.
giant throne upon which a skeleton sits.
Does he have the scepter?
You see a scepter
We need that.
across his lap. An enormous helm.
We need that.
Okay.
Like, how enormous is enormous?
Like
Giant sized hat? Or.
it's just like lots of flair.
Okay.
Like a peacock.
I don't know
I
if
didn't
my,
like to see
I don't
an
know my,
extra large person.
if I'm gonna let the Grell get there first. It's kind of just. I
Just
can't.
don't knock me off.
I just can't
Later.
let you one up me here. Grell are obviously,
The superior race? Yeah, I would know.
just
It's our cross to bear.
disgraceful sub race.
By the way,
Demon cat.
Gromit, I'm passing you
Give me
something.
one.
Passing you a note.
Oh, cool. I'm not gonna eat it this time.
Oh!
I was Paul. There's Gromit. No, that was the funniest thing I've ever seen. Toss him a note, he reads it, and then he's like, "Oh, bad idea."
It was so funny though.
Oh man, I'm getting a little lower
This is
on
the
mana
most-
now.
Bipolar cat.
Oh, it's only
That one was
30.
that was a sharp claw, asshole.
Fight me. Fight me.
Not even looking
It's
at you,
like
still
he's
trying
like
to go for it.
half-assing it too. Ow! I said that, and then he
He's
slice
like,
open a fucking vein.
You.
Trying to kill me.
Half-ass this.
Mark actually dies.
Luring you into a false sense of security.
What?
Yep.
That's crazy.
Yep.
Do I notice myself?
Yes, you look back into the mirror and that's what
Okay.
you see.
So I cast springing on
Okay.
myself, and I back up a little
Okay.
bit.
And you run and leap.
Mm-hmm.
How can you make it all the way across?
Well, that's why I asked if they were 5 feet.
Well, just check the actual distance between point A to point B.
yeah. So it's
30 or 15, 30, 35.
Really? Wait, I thought each of these was 5.
By diagonals, every 2 is 15.
Oh.
So each one is about 7.5.
So.
Or is it like?
Wait, isn't that make it like exactly 30?
Every 2 are
So, like,
15.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, plus this
Oh,
little gap.
plus that little gap. Yeah. Okay. So yeah,
A little over 30, like
yeah.
35 or 33.
Yeah.
A little shy of 30.
Like yeah, my pride's not gonna let the girl get there first.
Okay.
Your pride leaves you something
Sure.
knocking you out.
Well, obviously I'm not gonna. Well, I'll wait on that statement.
Malik, you start getting pulled in
Alright, did great.
to the grate. Do you like put your feet up against the grate or?
Yeah, I'm gonna put my feet up and then push myself over to the side.
Straddle it.
Okay. So you start to be pulled into the maw, and you push your feet up, and you start to push off of it, and you disappear.
Fuck!
Hey, Malik disappeared.
You guys are fucked in the next fight.
Already am.
What are you doing?
22.
All right. Oh,
You have a plus 12.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've
plus 14.
plus 14.
Oh my god.
His dexterity is a
18.
An 18.
It's the only stat I have above a 12.
yeah. So
Everything
you
else is 7.
you once again leap across to the next pillar.
Dang, that is impressive. This is like your thing. Yeah.
What are your categories on the pole? The categories, he's gonna make it across, but does he make it across with dignity? Does he fell just a little bit short,
More
And-
elf dick
or
showing.
does he leap across and jump into the throne?
Embracing the Lord.
Yeah.
I have to retype them out then. I
Okay.
had them different.
Alright.
I had him hanging from a fingertip again, falling into the water, and spinning through the air with his robes fluttering up on his waist.
Giving the girl a good look.
Again. I was just
Either way,
bored from the
I'm
last one.
happy with that.
We'll say that about 5 minutes has passed.
So
I
if he
see
lands
that-
either way.
Yes.
As a
Well, the one result should be that he falls just a little bit
Shit.
short, and will have to try to pull himself up, which means he could fall.
Are you okay?
Yeah. So, upon realizing what he did, can I go? Oh, never mind.
Yeah. What are you gonna do?
Can I go through the door again?
Yeah, sure.
I just want to confirm something before I decide.
Are you
to
trapped
do
in a
it.
hall of mirrors?
No. Well, maybe.
Oh, good.
That would be hilarious.
It's not me. I'm
gonna
Bergen
go
the Brave.
back
I'm not
through
voting.
One more time.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna go over to the party
Falls a little short.
and. Alright. Or at least to a Barna or whoever is in like that previous room.
All right. What are you doing?
blue humanoid figure appears before us.
Oh.
What?
And I'm gonna send him
Is what?
on over.
It's,
to
everything's
get
normal
it.
again.
Wait, you just summoned a blue thing?
A divine steward.
Ah. So
I'm on the now in the race to try to get it.
So there's a blue divine steward moving its way across. You've leapt. You're leaping through the air across, and you're bounding.
Hop, hop.
Another hop.
Yeah, I guess.
The
so.
final
He'll
hop.
Harness, max into the wall. Now he makes a great
Oh
switch.
shit! What do you
Bam!
got? Plus
He's
15,
there.
18.
I got a 19.
No.
So you've leapt.
Oh, the last one.
The last one, yeah.
Oh, I'm
And-
totally gonna gloat.
You grab the edge. You're
Okay.
close enough that you've grabbed the edge of,
And the elf lands on my feet.
and the elf
I got
has
it.
leapt gracefully across and landed.
on his fingers.
Are you gonna stomp on his fingers?
Wait, more importantly, does he look up?
Yeah. You look up and you go, ah.
And you
So that's what a
see-
19 charisma looks like.
A hand, please.
19 centimeters, right?
Yes.
Oh, you're a strong girl. You could probably make it, right?
You meant millimeters, right?
You're
No,
disappeared.
it's not
like
your
dick.
measurement, Gary.
No one can see you, just like a dick.
Yours is measured on the inside.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Ever since you was
He's
a
got a
little girl.
48 inseam.
And that's not his leg. You know, I would help you up, but you might smell afterwards. You can probably get it, right?
Sure.
Yeah,
Feed
yeah.
of
Haul
strength?
yourself
Feed of
up.
strength.
Haul yourself up.
13.
He falls.
Joining Malik in the bath.
And he's flowing towards the other one.
Oh,
Okay.
Can he swim?
Ah.
No. I cannot.
Oh, poor bastard. He did have a good style sense, but
What are you doing?
oh, I'm taking the second crown.
So you and your holy servant has
I'm not
reached
gonna
there.
fight it. I'm just gonna
And
float away.
Bring me the crown, servant.
he once more reaches that. You reach
Are
the
you-
other
are you
thing
drowning?
and you disappear.
I can't swim, so
Oh, okay.
I just float away.
Well, because if you were drowning, I would catch
Bloop.
Clancy.
He,
I was flailing in the water.
yeah, he flails into the water
But
and
he's still,
disappears
as long
into
as
the
he
ball.
can breathe, he's fine. Yeah.
So where am I now?
Good question.
Last one, so close.
I had my
If you've been in
my
the party
spirit
longer and we developed a little bit of connection.
Grab
I
just
would
the
help
helm.
you up, but-
put it on and start walking
Rails are
back.
nasty.
I wouldn't
The
have helped you,
servant is?
assassin.
Yes.
Yeah.
the-
So which one are you grabbing first?
Probably the scepter. That's more
Okay.
interesting.
So you grow up and you grab the scepter and you notice something strange, like almost move through you, and you see this blue shape lift the crown and begin carrying it back. And you see
I grabbed the crown.
you see Daniel.
No, it's good. He has it. He has it.
Okay. I got the scepter.
So you see the crown come back to you.
I get it. I look at it. I put it on my head and I pat him on the shoulder, and he just stands there doing nothing because he's there for 8 hours now.
Jesus.
So we have like,
What are you doing?
is there anything else on the throne?
No.
Okay.
Man, you should have told me you could
Do
do
you have
that
a crit-
earlier.
I was busy praying.
Do you have an appraisal check?
I don't think so.
Wow.
I might have
Guys,
appraisal, but
guess
nothing
what?
relevant.
They're
I have
fake.
appraisal, but
So you start to
somewhere
look
else.
at the
Oh yeah, you have to buy it like.
roll an intelligence check.
So roll.
A percentile and try to roll under your intelligence.
Okay, gotcha. That's gonna be very difficult.
You've entered back into the. What?
I was gonna write down what I was going to be wearing.
I did not.
Entering.
Oh.
Because I was
Leather
gonna
thong.
change out just because after going through the mirror, realizing what happened, getting out here.
Okay. Tell me what
I'm
you're gonna do.
Well, I'm just gonna put on the undershirt that I had and use the belt to make it look as skimpy as possible.
Okay. So are you gonna step through once?
Going on over there.
Once, realize what happened, once again to confirm what I think, and then one more time to turn back into what I did.
Yeah. So tell me what,
gender
which of the things you want.
Definitely.
Okay, glad we're on the same page.
Devilry is going on over there.
So.
No peeking.
No rubbernecking.
Going the hard way to try and get
Yeah.
the scepter.
Okay, just that.
I didn't
Yeah,
know
okay,
that
cool.
you were.
Just
I was busy
that.
praying.
Alignment and everything.
Well, I didn't know you were
With
summoning.
the,
Whatever. I'll get back
newer
to
I
that.
know you're like there was a
The
jumping
original.
spell. Like
Okay, yeah, yeah.
fucking bother.
And what do you do? Yeah. So you. What was your intelligence check?
I rolled a 62 and my intelligence is 14.
You start to look at the throne, and you've noticed that it's only gold on the side facing the rest of the room. And now that you look a little bit closer, it all looks... Is that paint?
Gotcha.
You should check the scepter.
People who make tombs are dicks.
You hear, tomb, whoever made this are dicks. You just hear dicks.
You, nature.
Just as he bobs in the water, dicks, tomb, dicks, nature dicks.
Screwed up.
I hate being an adventurer.
I try to assess the scepter now to see if that's just kind of a phony.
Upon closer inspection, the main shaft is copper. Although you think that the gem on top might be valuable, it appears to easily pop off.
I'm just wearing the phony crown, just like I was like, thank you. Pretty happy about it.
I take the jewel and
Throw the scepter in the fucking water.
like
What?
copper. I don't know if I can hold this. I've got my mandolin. It's hard to jump with a mandolin. I don't know if I can jump with a mandolin. And, that's actually, I'm kind of like running through the air, strumming my mandolin as I jump. No, copper. I toss it in to the current so it'll follow.
So it flows.
What's the name of your character again?
Jan Zygmunt Stanislav.
Can we call
Or
it
Growl.
Zed.
Okay, I throw it at the Growl. You're going to be the Growl now. I can't pronounce that.
You see it bobbing in the water.
Did any disappear already?
And
Yeah.
It floats.
I vanished.
Yeah, it bobs in the water.
You've never. I was like, what?
It floats.
Maybe I want that back.
It's wood coated in copper, painted gold.
And then I'm going to back up.
And leap. Whee! So you guys are now back on this platform, and you guys are looking at the things you have in your hands.
I got a gem.
And
This guy.
the door opens, and
My
in
neck's so
through
tired.
Which door? Sorry.
your door, the door that's right there.
Cool.
Like no, yeah, you guys are either here or here, wherever you want to be.
Okay, I'll
Probably
be
here
in.
by now.
And the other door opens.
Can I like be peeking out the door?
Yeah, you see them standing
Okay.
there.
Do I can I see? What do I see on them? Like,
Well, you see he's wearing a fancy phony crown, and there's a giant blue person.
but do I know it's fake? The crown.
You can't tell. I mean,
I don't
do
know.
I see the gem?
do you have the gem?
Yeah, I'm like.
Yeah, he's got a gem in his hand.
I'm gonna run out in like super skimpy clothing, try to grab the crown off his head and the gem.
A half-naked dwarf,
Female.
boobs bouncing, a beard, runs in.
You only see one tit at a time.
Yeah, it's just there's, and she leaps up. You both are too stunned.
Can't like roll
She
some check?
easily grabs the gem from your hand.
I give him the gem. I don't want to touch that. I'm like,
can't roll
Jesus Christ, get this monster away from me.
And she leaps up, and you're just too tall. And she's she's leaping.
I do have poor reach.
A hand reaching towards your
As he
head.
leaps, I'm going to try to kick him down to the ground. I'm going to try to kick him down to the ground.
Me?
Do you want to make an attack?
No, him. Yeah, I'm attacking him.
Make a defense roll. Surprised with a D8.
I'm just trying to kick him to the ground like while he's
Yeah.
standing.
It's a sex change.
Roll another D8. You
It's a
penetrated.
sex change mirror.
All right.
If you make it
So,
to a 19.
so you kick out at him, and it's just, I mean, you connect with the dwarf, but it's like like kicking the wall. We're just like, that did nothing. Although you feel quite firm buttocks.
Yeah. I give it a little wiggle with my toes. I pull out my dagger and like, back monster!
I run back into the room I came in.
Yeah. You see the dwarf run off.
Immediately go into the mirror.
Okay.
You should go get your gym. I got my part of the deal.
So we're not done yet, bub. We got Malik.
Like, the
and
only two fighters are
Yeah,
also
the
disappeared.
Growl and Malik.
We already
are
killed
done.
everything to get out of here. We can get out.
It's true. We're both hurt.
But what if the queen
Where
decides
did
to take
Gromit
the
go?
Can I re-enter as male Gromit?
Yes.
In a different clothing.
Do you have a huge bulge in your pocket?
Yes. Yeah. Yes. You see him just like his palms
It's
just.
totally weird.
Oh, what did you find, Gromit?
Just a rock.
He is
Oh,
very
okay.
sweaty. You're surprised at how sweaty Gromit is.
Does he have a bruised buttock that I can see?
Are you pulling down his pants? You're like,
No.
wait, you think you bruised his butt with that kick? That was terrible.
I did roll a 2. Oh yeah, let's see the rock.
It's nothing.
You mean it's wait? Can I roll? What would that be? I want to see if he found something.
I
And then he's
found one
hiding.
of my testicles. I just want to put it back in the sack.
You're gonna make a skilled liar check?
Yeah.
Make a skilled liar check.
Am I adding something?
No, he's just rolling.
Is it out of 20?
Percentile.
Or percentile?
Please fail.
And
Miserably.
it's
99.
charisma.
Okay. So
So,
gold
percentile-
one is the first number.
And you're trying to roll under a 2.
Roll under a 2. 43.
Nope. You do not. Neither of you believe him whatsoever.
I
gonna
cross
keep
my
walking.
my arms and I'm like, turn out your pocket, bud.
I don't wanna.
Look, this is a group treasure thing, okay? It's fine. Turn out your pocket.
Meanwhile, our souls will be tortured for eternity.
I'm fairly certain I've been raped 4 times.
He already has a dungeon, bitch.
Wait, what's your looks? What's your looks?
10.
Yeah, you definitely
Look,
have.
Gromit, this is the first time we've been
I'm
together.
better looking for. No, I'm
There's
not really,
I've got 6.
So I'm
You're not
above
really
average.
creating a
for-
stressful
Oh,
environment
6.
here.
Right.
He said
Well,
2.
in this other room, I found this
His last
really
character?
shiny
3.
rock, but I don't want to break it into
Nice.
pieces because I think that would subtract from its value.
Can I just
So I just like pull out this rock, and it's identical to the one that just went missing. Like, yeah, I just found it in this the room over there.
dwarves are stupid.
Neither of you believe him at all.
So, what did you really find in there?
Look, Gromit, you're a terrible liar. Tell us the truth.
There is a.
You still have a bulge in your pocket that I'm talking about that you did not change at all.
He's like, put it back.
Look, if
There's
you
also
show me it, I can teach you how to lie.
He's
like,
just got it in his
properly.
pocket.
Yeah, it's just like,
What?
yeah.
There's a shiny mirror in there, and an altar
What?
in this room. And there's this. No, that was it. That's it.
Didn't you see one that just.
Yeah,
You
there was
just
a
got it.
crazy
Are you-
mad
are
woman.
you okay?
She just.
I mean, I know you were toning this low, but we asked you at a rock, and you told me about the mirror.
You said he pulled out the rock and said, I found this in there. It's
He
exactly
did say that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
he
he
did
showed you the rock, like he pulled it out and said, I found it in there.
And there's
There's a mirror.
also a mirror.
Well, what
door.
about the thing in your pocket? That
That
I've
is the
actually
thing.
been asking.
That is the rock.
That is the
That
thing.
is the-
What
He's
about-
pulled it out and showed
Yeah.
you. It's exactly the same.
It's literally
Oh,
the
I
same
thought it was a rock, not a gem.
No,
No.
yeah.
Oh, okay. I was like,
Same gem.
I want. Oh God, you are. You'll do anything, won't you? I believe that's mine. How on? Okay. Show me what you found in this room.
Just kinda
I follow-
have like.
So, you see the pews, you see the altar, and you see a door with a shiny
and
mirror
probably
surface.
some like shitty clothing.
Through
And you
divine
see
lore.
clothing discarded across the ground in a hurry.
With divine lore, would I know what temple this is?
Yeah, you can make a check.
32 of 46, so I beat it by 12.
You believe this is a temple to the god of. Didn't write his name down.
Did not write his name down.
Wow.
Of
Dude, I've never heard of that god.
the Church of Chance.
His
What
chant.
if that was literally
His
the
teachings
clip
have
of the
been lost.
Bible? This is the god of sorry didn't get that part.
The Church of Chance.
Wow.
That's
What's
the
your
name of the
scrutiny?
god, or that's the god's chant?
It's
It's the Church of Peace.
Their god name is the
If it's
Raver.
nothing-
24%.
Oh, nice.
You actually know this?
No,
Am I doing
it's
that?
a joke.
So no, don't worry.
Okay.
The
So-
Raver.
So you guys are looking
Chance.
around the room. What are you guys doing?
I'm trying to figure out why there's clothes on. Do they look like Gromit's old clothes?
They look like the clothing of that dwarven woman that just ran through the room.
Did you see a... Okay, I'll just explain.
I was
Steward.
looking at the pages.
Steward, I talked to
Okay,
my
so
creature.
I have
Go
this,
through the- go
I
through
have
there.
some spells that I can kind of do what I think you might have done.
Kind of.
I sent
what
the
do you
divine
think I've
steward
done? What
through
are
the
you
door.
accusing me of?
I
Okay.
had that gem in your hand,
It comes back.
and
What?
a naked dwarven lady with a monstrous beard ran up and
No,
took
no.
it from me
No, come back. Go through it. I
with
tell
her
her. And
boobs flying.
It goes,
It comes back.
And now
Grab
you
it.
have it.
what is going on? It can't go in there.
What are you doing, Doppelganger? We're trying
I sent my divine steward in. It comes right back out. I sent it in. It just comes right back out.
All right. Well, I can see there's really no fooling you. I thought it would be. Yeah. I thought I would get away with it. Check this out though. You guys might get kicks out of it. And I like jump through the door like Mario.
Not the same one!
You see a hideously ugly dwarven woman jump out.
Is the woman even uglier than him? His charisma. What are your looks?
It's
I mean, it's also a charisma of 2,
Oh.
but it's a woman version.
Oh boy.
Do we have to almost puke or
Yes, I'm gonna need physical saving throws from the both of you.
Okay.
what are we rolling?
Physical. Which
A
one?
D20 and add your.
I got a
it's under your-
0.
Yeah.
18.
You're beating a 23.
I-
Both of you are vomiting profusely.
It's worse the second time.
Because now you've gotten a full look and you're seeing all the crevices
you
and warts.
probably have the flashback of the tits.
You can definitely
first
see now
section.
that one of them is larger than the other. And not symmetrical.
How does this make him feel?
Glorious. What are you talking about, sweetheart? I feel great.
Hey, not bad.
I like back into the mirror again. Oh. Okay.
A male grommet returns.
Oh god.
Do we
Yeah, it's
continue to
bad,
puke,
right?
right?
Yeah.
Your turn.
At first you can't quite tell the difference.
The door's a gender bender.
Oh,
Yeah.
Plus some more.
Smelly orcs, disgusting growls, and doors that turned up opposite
I don't-
sex. Ugh.
I'll explain a little bit farther about this door. From what I've noticed, it not only makes you turn into beautiful women, but it also, I don't know. First time I just wanted to like kill things, but you know, like not super bad. I don't know. I want to kill things for like money. I don't know. The second time, I just kind of felt more like myself. So I think it might like fuck with your personality a little bit as well.
You guys are all amazed about that string of coherent words you just heard from Grommet.
What are we going to
So
do?
not
with
only
this
does it
Ivana?
turn you into smoking hot babes, but it also makes you more temperamental.
We should become a beautiful woman.
I'm gonna use arcane.
Referring myself.
I'm gonna
to-
use arcane lore on the mirror.
Okay.
33. I think that's under my arcane lore. Yeah, my arcane lore is a 45.
Okay.
Because I don't believe the word he said.
So he describes, and from what you've watched, it does appear to be a door that changes your gender,
Yeah.
obviously.
Yeah.
But you start to inspect it more, and you do notice, and what you suspect that it also does twist your personality.
Well, let's go back to the queen.
Can we find out what the
What if
audience
we
really wants to
bring-
know? What happened to Malik?
We're dead.
By the way,
Oh, wait,
Grommet,
you're not
you
part of
might-
the Sunday
You
group.
guys might have missed this, but the Grell that's randomly shown up and Malik floated down some grates.
Yeah, but what can we do about it? I'm not following.
I'm not gonna. I'm
Let's
not
go back to
super
the queen.
stoked.
You, when you're kind of standing next to the portal door,
Yeah.
and
Just
you
because I've
see
been like jumping in and out of it.
you
so
see a small hole in the wall.
I know what that's for.
Emphasis on small hole.
You
Just
see,
for
it
an
appears
hour.
to be about a hole yay big.
Yeah,
and you
know
look
what
in,
that's for.
and looking in, it appears quite shallow. And you see a smaller hole inside.
Can I
Oh, that one
poke
confused
something
me.
into it? Like,
What are you going to try to poke into it?
let's see if I got anything kind of sensible to use. Hey, I have a fishing hook, pole, and net.
You're gonna stuff
Both
both
fishing pole.
I know what
You're
you
Sticking your
So-
pole
the
into the
tip of
hole.
the
So you
fishing pole.
stick the tip of the fishing pole in,
Just the tip.
and nothing happens.
I push a little bit harder with the tip in.
The fishing pole kind of starts to bend.
Yeah, he does.
you had to use the word
Guys,
tip, did you?
I found.
Yeah,
this,
you guys all see him pull out a fishing pole and
It's like
start poking it into the
assemble it.
wall.
and then like javelin.
Is there
style.
anything around the altar that might fit in it?
Roll a
Yeah.
scrutiny check.
I'm going to put just like my hand on the mirror and kind of experiment.
You've
84,
touched a
so
mirror.
no. Fail by 50.
You have no idea.
Yep.
You don't find anything that you think could fit in it.
You should go through it. I bet you'd turn into a. I don't know, actually. Turn me gorgeous. I don't know what it would do to an alright looking.
Well, that's what I'm worried about.
Yeah, Malik might rape you.
Hey, I've never been convicted.
But you.
Wow!
A murmur from the grave.
Allegedly.
God. Instantly negative followers.
He's a barbarian.
Yeah.
Even Eli is just like.
Keep going, sir. Moving on.
Gromit,
Take us
you
out.
returned to
Take
normal
us out.
when you went back through again.
I think so. What is normal?
Not you.
So was that even a valid question to begin with?
What you were before.
I think so.
Alleged. Hey, Shotgun Paladin, how's it going?
Hey!
Hey!
He didn't follow, but
What's up?
Welcome to the stream.
Welcome to the stream!
Try to kill us.
Or not.
I'm intrigued by this magic, but I'm
Can I push him into it?
wary of my good looks.
Are you gonna push him into it?
Yeah.
All right. Roll feats of strength. Opposed.
Fuck, I'm terrible.
Do I get a bonus because I'm?
You'll
Whatever
get a
you
bonus
see.
because I have a -5.
Yeah. God, that was terrible. So you. A girly scream echoes as you fall into the door, and a beautiful elf maiden steps through.
Hey!
hey!
Read the top.
How you doing?
What's the third word?
Flips.
Oh, flips.
Okay.
You must have
So-
spelled it correctly.
Sorry, it didn't spell it badly.
Oh boy.
Yeah. So
This is.
that's what you see. A beautiful elven maiden step through.
Is Margaret a lesbian?
She is now.
She is now.
I kind of turned to her. I don't think Margaret's gonna approve of your new style.
How you doing?
There's a benefit right there.
I kind of look around and
You catch a look at yourself.
catch a look at myself and seem pretty unsurprised. And
Knew it.
You're like, I like it.
And I let's see. Hold on, I'm gonna play this. I'm going to I'm gonna run away from you guys. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. I'm gonna sort of dash off.
Maybe it just makes you want to run too.
So she dashes off.
She left her rock.
Barna!
Take it back in my
What are you
pocket.
doing?
Fucking mine now.
Here is a.
Can we still call it
Here are two different female miniatures.
a Barna?
Yeah, that seems female enough.
Abby.
Abby.
I'm gonna casually jog after Abby.
How far are you gonna run? Abby?
You should probably go see the other woman in the chamber.
Would it be possible?
It
to
used to be the king! No, I'm,
wait.
no, I'm joking.
Is it possible to now smash the mirror?
That's why he was.
You're gonna
nice.
smash the mirror?
I'm just asking, is it possible?
Oh
Try
God, do it.
Are you swinging at it?
Do it.
Do it.
I haven't decided yet.
Freedom!
If you do it, this is gonna drastically change everything.
I'm just so confused. I don't do anything. Like, Amaya! What's going on, Gromit?
Yeah, you see the female elf dash out of the room, and Gromit go, "Aha! I like."
I'm going to run back over here.
Okay, I'm
Okay.
gonna give up like halfway through the next room because
The
I know.
animal room?
You're like,
Run back
Oh,
Been
if I
doing
was
a lot of
sweaty
running
before
lately.
that run,
yeah.
I am definitely sweaty now.
So what are you gonna do? You see him? You see Gromit give up?
I'm gonna try back.
I want to walk towards the queen's chamber now. I'm really confused. Pretty sure I lost my whole party.
Guys, the queen is the king.
I'm gonna.
Oh man.
Yeah, that was a
This-
joke.
This is.
I suspected that the minute that female dwarf came out.
Oh boy.
We were guessing it before.
I'm gonna go back in there and retrieve my loincloth and like belt because I left both of those. just
All
on the
right.
floor.
See, I could have seen him. He had a loincloth. I could have seen him. His butt was bruised.
Are there any easily thrown items in this vicinity?
What do you mean?
Like loose pebbles, rocks,
You see
hard
a
items. I guess I could use the gem. Can I throw the gem at the mirror?
yeah.
Does it
We
bounce
need a
into
pole.
you?
It will turn into a bigger gem.
Gromit throws the gem at the mirror.
It wasn't me.
Gem shatters.
Just
Does the
that
gem
idea.
shatter? Does the mirror shatter?
Let's go through.
Does nothing happen?
Is it
or
like
does
a
the
portal?
gem
Is it
disappear
portal?
into the portal, into the mirror, and bounce back and peg him?
Literally like portal.
Something else hit me. Twice as hard, like it would hit a cane.
You guys walk back, Gromit's dead.
You penetrated all the damage dice for it.
Yeah, how much does a sling do?
So we got gem shatters, mirror shatters, gem disappears.
Gem disappears, or nothing, gem disappears and reappears, hitting him in the head,
It's
or
not gonna
something
vote down
else
if
on
he's
the
out of it long enough.
or nothing happens.
Eli,
It wouldn't
I'm gonna
change
have
anything.
Yeah, we'll wrap it up after this poll.
Okay, cool.
When the party's split 6 different ways.
Yeah.
See if you're stuck as a woman.
Abby!
Polls live.
Who can vote?
Viewers.
Viewers.
We have a few
I'm a
in here.
viewer
He's
right
been a
now.
viewer for the past 30 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm a viewer.
You don't vote.
This is actually pretty important.
It's actually,
Very-
Cthulhu, you
check
basically
this.
have the full say.
Well, there's two
You know
other
what?
random.
Oh wait, cool.
We have Cthulhu.
Vote.
1,
Vote.
Vote.
3,
Way
4,
more
4
fun if
other people.
people vote.
Cthulhu votes for.
Oh,
Pegs him in the face.
Come on, someone.
vote two.
If you vote 2, he'll stay a woman forever.
Everyone wants me to get pegged in the face.
Oh, cat! Oh, what the shit?
I swear that cat.
The cat just.
I remember when I did
The
a
cat
dungeon
just
master.
kicked. I like put my foot up.
Come
I might have
on,
also kicked her.
2!
4. Looks like 4 is holding it.
Yeah, it's gonna take a lot to
We have,
overthrow.
we have what, like 13 viewers, 12 viewers right now. Come on, 2.
Oh yeah, two votes, and we've got a couple people watching.
Age of Games and Shaka Panda Paladin left the chat. Truthiness joined the chat. Truthiness.
Thank you.
Chatters.
My power has been diminished by your popularity. Oh, for one,
Nah.
Jim Chatters.
Now Cthulhu starts like making Cthulhu 1, Cthulhu 2, Cthulhu 3,
No, Cthulhu plus 1.
Cthulhu plus 1.
Tentacle.
That's like 7
Cthulhu
Five
counts for 2
log
votes.
in.
Cthulhu counts for 3 votes. Cthulhu.
He's like, I have the
Within
power!
2 minutes, the gem disappears and reappears, hitting him in the face.
Bam. You take 5 points of damage.
Oh!
No damage reduction as it pegs you in the forehead.
You still have the power.
Do you go epileptic?
My threshold of pain is
forget.
at 18. So.
roll just in case.
Okay.
With a D8.
Here's only mom.
That's who it
That's
was.
the sound in his head. when
If
he's
he
at
rolls a
the
1, he goes, nope. He did not have an epileptic episode.
Thankfully.
So, that's where we'll call it for tonight.
God damn it!
Malik and our and
Zigmund.
Kevin have
Zed.
disappeared. Abarna is currently a woman, and the party is split.
And I'm really injured. You know. Good life.
Throw up a poll. Where this will see whoever roleplayed the best gets an additional 1 honor.
Oh my goodness.
I'm now giving out experience.
Historian.
Okay, so it was. Oh, so I can write what.
You guys defeated the door. Nice job.
Yay.
And the pet monsters.
And the pet monsters.
How the heck do you say your character's name?
Just Zed.
Zed.
Zed is
Which
fine.
put Kevin.
Kevin works too. Continuing
His
saga,
real name.
It's
Kevin.
spelled Grello.
Oh yeah.
Grill man.
Bro, the Kevin.
Grell the Kevin.
Jan Zygmunt Zestawa Stanisław.
Is that not English?
That's
Audible.
Polish.
That's Polish.
It's
That's
a
why
Pol-
I
it's a
grasped
Polish
it.
royal name.
Well,
Barna. Abby.
Ralph the Kevin.
You gotta wait.
I never reappear, Cthulhu. I vanished. And I'm gone.
The potion wears off.
Hey you. Please don't eat me.
as you say that, it goes for your face.
Goes for the throat.
Sometimes she can be actually kind of nice.
She's going for the armpit.
No, she always. Yeah, she loves when I mess it up. Oh, hello.
Oh.
Everyone gains 106 experience points.
106.
Yep.
So we should all be at
I'm
the
not
same
in a
By the
position to
way-
give myself experience. I'm trying to stay alive.
Demon cat.
508 is what you got?
2,598.
Okay, yeah, you suck.
Yeah, I wanted to get to the gem and
You
like have
bit
it.
me,
Like
therefore I
whatever
can't
force
come
brought me
anymore.
here. Take me away now. Take me away now.
Thank you everyone for watching
Yeah.
UD20 Fates Far Darker.
Thank you.
We've had a few personal things come up, and so we might be in a little bit of a limbo. We're trying to work out another situation for cameras and streaming. So we might be in a little bit of a limbo in the next few sessions about trying to figure out the exact video style we will be doing. So bear with us. We're still going to try to play. So have a good night.
Buenas noches.
Buenas
So
noches.
no honor